I don't know what it is though. It happened on my end. Okay, there we go. It happened on my end. No, our whole network dropped here. Don't understand, phone company. Our whole network in the entire house went down. So the entire network for our entire house went down. So, jeez. Oh, that just. They can see you through the window. Throttle. No, this is not throttling. This was the network in the house went down, not just Periscope. The entire house. So everything dropped here. So this has nothing to do with Periscope. We're not going to go blame Periscope for this. You've been compromised with EMP. So ISP, yes. So my ISP messed up. The connection dropped momentarily and killed the signal to everything. So everyone in the house lost the connection. It's the Zucking Russians. Okay, I'm gonna have to like bring the gun out now because this is making me upset. Only to my house, yes. So it's a Zucking ISP. We're gonna have to shoot the Zucking ISP. Zucker messing with your network. This is like Zucking irritating here. Russian gremlins, tap tap. So yes, we are like not liking this network problem here. I didn't mean it, Tio. Maybe someone was installing a Raspberry Pi. Somebody's trying to hack me and had to like disconnect the network as they tried to hack me. Zuck! I mean, that's like blame Canada. Is that a real gun? Zuck, hell no! It's a Zucking toy. It's a very realistic. It's a replica. It's a replica air gun. It's orange tip, but it's basically a 1911 replica. It's pretty realistic. It's metal, it's heavy, and it looks and feels like the real deal. Cernovich network went down on Alex Jones today. What does that mean? What does that mean? Rob, which VPN would you, what's the hashtag so mysterious? Oh, it's just different topics. Different topics. The hashtag has to do with different topics, and I got to talk about different things that they're like good news and bad news and irritating news all at once. So I said, let's just put it all in here, including the kitchen sink. So Wi-Fi went down. Yes, Wi-Fi went down. Mr. Filter asked the what VPN you ought to use. I have a website for that. It's Alex. How you doing, Alex? I have a website for that. It's called whatthezuck.net. It's on my profile. Swipe the screen, go to my profile, and you will see whatthezuck.net. And people follow me here. I'm going to do Ron Waxman here because I need to. Follow me here. Follow me on Twitter, RobMusic0 on Twitter. Follow me here and follow me on Twitter, RobMusic0. RobMusic0 on Twitter. I'm Rob Music here, but I'm RobMusic0 on Twitter. Again, it's on my profile. Freezing every 5 seconds. No, it's fine now. Where to order your skincare line? We're gonna ask Cernovich about that. Ron Waxman, my buddy Ron Waxman, who still doesn't have a profile picture on Zucking Brax. Ron Waxman does not have a profile picture on Brax. Don't use a free VPN. What about skincare? If you want some help on Zucking skincare, you go watch Zucking Cernovich. If you want some information on Zucking skincare, you go watch Cernovich about it. What does Zuck does he have to say about Zucking skincare? That he's like Mr. Macho Man? Is that what it is? I'm so Zucking male. I'm so Zucking male. And I worry about my Zucking feminine skin. Oh my God, Zuck. Zuck. His skin is a bit blotchy. Well, my skin, for an old guy, my skin is, I don't know, I think my skin is better than Cernovich. You love Cernovich. Cernovich is, bad-mouthing me, so how am I supposed to like Cernovich? Gosh, look, guys, I don't know, watch his scope. He's claiming he has good skincare. I don't know. I'm for an old guy, it's not too bad. I'm a lot older than Cernovich. A lot older than Cernovich. The guy's like 39 Zucking years old, okay? Ron. So oil of Ole. You need oil of Cernovich. You want some pimples? Get some oil of Cernovich. So it puts the lotion on skin. Rob, don't get caught up in the Zucking drama. Zucking drama, yes. If he's only answering one in every comments. Even if he's only answering one. Yes, what did you say? What did he say about you? He said nothing. He hasn't said anything about me recently until since the last time I scoped. So we balut ointment. So I'm not actually talking to him about him, but you know, I just saw the scope, and it's like, you know, thousands of you watch him talk about Zucking skincare. It's like, Zuck! You're watching a soccer game on Facebook? I wear my mind mask to what? Tell us about the latest gossip in homeroom. So it's like wonton good for skin. Something white. Who told you to put the balm on? Yeah, so the embalmer. His name is Ken. Ken the embalmer from Oregon. He's a scoper. So Ron Wack, I've already 50 messages unanswered. Zuck! What are your thoughts on North Korea? How the Zuck do I know? This is your homeroom hour. Illuminati, just wanted to say hi. And Lily invited me to Slack because she got fired. But she didn't get fired because she's still there. So what the Zuck, Ron? I don't want to be sounding like fake Zucking news here, Ron. You told me she was fired, and then I see she's still on there. She got fired, then why is she still Zucking Twitter? Why is she? I'll tell you about closer. But why is she on Zucking Twitter? So you're crazy. I am crazy, David. Wizwell1. Of course I'm crazy. That's why I have a Zucking gun here. Not at Periscope. She didn't get fired at Periscope. Not at Periscope. Waxman fake news. Now you answered, Ron. Anyone hungry? I'm making Susan fried rice. What the Zuck? Go watch Cernovich talk about Susan Rice then. I'm thinking about a chemical peel. She got fired from Periscope. Now, why did she get fired from Periscope? Because I was looking at her Twitter over the weekend. It was still pretty normal. And she was on Periscope Slack just like a couple days ago, this week. So because they were kicking it because she is not good. So, but she was on Periscope Slack with a timestamp of you know, like this weekend. What do you recommend for first handgun purchase? That is a difficult one. Friday was her last day. You said that, but look at her Zucking Twitter. Okay, now you have to play Great Balls of Fire. She cared about the numbers being manipulated. She cared about, I'm not getting notifications you are on. Zuck! OJs! Zuck! Ron Waxman will have to personally notify you. Driving, can't read, only listening. Rob, I'm worried you are checking on Slack. Ron, you made comments on Slack. That is not good. I saw you make comments on Slack. I don't make comments on Slack. Ron's making up the whole thing. Well, I just don't want to be the purveyor of fake news when somebody says that Lily Slack is so bad. Have you read all about Slack? It's all about Zucking complaining. Give Rob some slack. You go to Slack and you hear nothing but complaining. It's like VIP's whining. It's like VIP whining area. Does your wife think you're talking to yourself? Yes. Rob Baggy. Stay on Brax, no prying eyes. I got a new phone just to message you, and now you just kick me to the curb. What the Zuck, Emily? So it's like Twitter. Will you go to Busker if Periscope access you? Hell, Zucking, no. If Periscope dumps me, then I go run my own live feed. So I save my complaining for my scope, not Slack. So anyway, the Zucking suspense. So anyway, so if you want some skincare advice, I don't know. I don't think you should get skincare advice from Zucking Cernovich. That's just my thought. I thought he was into politics. Why would you go to him for Zucking skincare? Okay, Ron. Why would you go to Cernovich for Zucking skincare? I don't know the answer to that. Do you guys know? There goes my refrigerator again. Do you guys know why you should go to Cernovich for Zucking skincare? What about I'm not there yet, Chiba Chiba. He's trying to make a buck. At my expense, apparently. Touch it, it's only skin. At my Zucking expense. Just for that, I'm gonna have to do a double tap. Okay. Your ears. Your ears. Turn down your Zucking volume. Turn down your Zucking volume. We're gonna do a double tap. We're gonna do a Zucking double tap, okay? We're gonna do a Zucking double tap, so I don't want any complaints. Avert your eyes and cover your ears. Here we go. John Wick of tech. Safety on. There. Doc. CERN uses cream of some young guy. Some young thing. Some young thing. Some young thing. Allah. I'll catch replays freezing every 5 seconds for me. Rich, it's not my Zucking fault. Troll down, swing. Where the joint let me hold that? What? Where the joint let me hold that? What kind of English is that? That is so Wong. Yes, Van. Yes, so Zucking Wong. See now, people leave. They heard the shot. They say, scared. I'm so Zucking scared here. There's evil Llama. He gets blocked everywhere. So people like, you know, I shoot a toy and everybody runs away. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so Zucking scary. So Zucking scary. So Zucking, Joey Giggles hit me. So Zucking scary. I shoot a Zucking toy and you run away. Why are people down on Cernovich? Because he's Zucking down on me. So, you know, he's Zucking down on me. Therefore, I'm Zucking down on him. That's simple. That's simple. But if you're a Cernovich fan, then it's okay. You will live. That's all I have to say about him. Okay. So what does he say about you? I was innocent. Shooter's gonna shoot. He does skincare yet in another chance. Yes, his favorite subject himself. You don't want to end up as dinner. Liberals after you. Yes, apparently so. So let me talk to you about a opposite topic, which is Mike Closer, Closer Nation. Anybody here from Closer Nation? Everybody, anyone here fan of Closer Nation? Any? Yep. Okay. So a few here. So although I criticize Cernovich because he criticizes me, I don't criticize Mike Closer. Neither do I criticize Adam Gingrich. Adam Gingrich criticizes me, but I don't criticize him. And Mike Closer doesn't criticize me and says nice things. Adam used to say nice things about me, but not anymore. But Cernovich totally, hurt my reputation by saying things that that just got on my nerves. Thank you, Closer Scope today. So yes, so Closer, my Closer and I have been talking on Brax for quite a while here since right when he left Periscope. Right when he left Periscope, we talked to him on Brax, and he's been on Brax since. And I probably talked to him. Hello, GLB. I probably talked to him every day, and he started giving me, a bit of the story of what was happening to him, and people thought that he was driven out of Periscope. But yes, Jeannie, yes, and just to say that I have high praise for Mike. He went to Brax, and he Chief here. Chief, is that Chief with a different name? Is that Chief with a different name? I'm confused. So anyway, he was in the scope I got banned in. He was in the scope I got banned in. So I have, I have high praise for Mike. He was attacked on Periscope. One of the things that Your phone stolen. Okay. One of the things that is interesting about the closer case, and he finally revealed, the story, so I can tell you about it now. Uh, Thank you, Emily. Uh, my closer, if for you guys who don't know, is a political commentator here on Periscope, and he was scoping about politics, and not that I take a political side here, but he was being attacked by bad people on Periscope, and exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about, the kind of thing I said is going to happen here, and it's being done by people. It's not automated. In his case, it was done. By bad guys here, and it can happen. And I've told people that you need kind of a different form for kind of building your base in a quiet area where you're not getting abused. And some people are getting abused. And here, Llamas for Trump here got banned from a trans political guy. Llamas for Trump here got banned on a scope that is a Trump supporter scope actually, and he got banned because somebody just came into the picture and said, "Ban this guy, ban this guy," and so Joey Giggles just banned him. Because it's like being gouged here. Like somebody here, they banned the Llamas for Trump right there. So basically, it's like you somebody coming in and say, "Hey, let's ban llama," without any actual reason, and then the broadcaster said, "Oh yeah, I should." Okay, then everyone bans llama for no reason. I think that's another tactic. It's a tactic for hate. And so let's say somebody comes in here and especially if it's somebody I don't know too well. Let's say super student. Well, actually, I know super student well, but let's say super student, and somebody says ban super student, and then everyone just bans. It's like hate. It's a way to silence the people. It's just this Zucking approaches here on social media. Just Zucking, disgusting. You got automated trolls. You got attacks like this. It's like, what the Zuck is happening to social media? It's Zucking crazy. Has anyone reported you for fear of your gun yet? Yes, Alan Phillips. Yes, I'm sure. Why is so much hate? Yes. Why is it like you can't even have an opinion anymore? You know what I believe in. You're an automated person. You know what I believe in, guys? I believe in free speech. I am allowed to show you a toy gun. Is there a law against having a toy gun? Can somebody tell me if there's a law against having a toy gun? It's my Zucking prop. Anybody ever complain about that? Too many rules. Illuminati talk. My gosh, Illuminati talk. It's gonna trigger people. Yeah, that's probably why I lost followers, because I have a Zucking gun here. Okay, fine. If you don't like my Zucking toy gun, leave. Jeez. It has an orange tip. There's the orange tip. It does have an orange tip. 1%. It is an orange. I just fired it. Come on. How can I fire a real gun inside a house? 3 felons today by heart. What? Put the hack bot on. This has been Automated Emily Test. Thank you for your attention. I'm Lucky Thief. Your scopes are safe, fake followers. I'm gonna throw up. What the Zuck? Silencer. Yeah, this is supposed to be like a silencer tip. But silencers are illegal in California. So you can't even buy a fake silencer for this. Don't trigger me, mister. iSocial Fitter trying to trigger me. Racism against llamas today. Suppressor. Great to eliminate rodents or field mice. Fuck you has a gun. Zuck you. Not fuck you. Zuck you. EBS warning alert. So anyway, so back to my closer. So my closer was being attacked on Periscope, and I'm happy to say that he scoped again today after 35 days. After 35 days, he openly scoped today. And apparently the people who were causing him trouble were once apparently been arrested, and a couple of them are have been uh, uh, had a visit from the federal authorities. So that's why he was comfortable to come back in here again. So he, it's really yes. So basically, it's it's just the hate that it's like I'm used to it. Is the hate that you see in Periscope? It's just and I get it all the time, as you know, blackmail. I get it all the time. I get a lot of hate here. I get Zucking trolls, but if they attack me, you see, I attack back a lot stronger. So it's all over the internet. So, but what I've been talking about, Mr. Filter. So you have proof. I have proof of what? Proof of what? I don't. Proof of what? Are you one of the enemies of Closer? Is that what it is? I'm not involved with that, but I'm just telling you a story. Trolls are multiplying. I'm for Closer, the Closer stuff. He has 76 proof. So anyway, I've been, I became a friend of Closer just because of these events where, I've helped him set up a place on my app, without any kind of hate, and he's able to talk to people safely on my app, Braxme, and it's really a good feeling for me that I was able to do something good, using my app, and it's turning frogs gay. What the zuck does it mean? The opposite of Closer is opener. The opposite of, so anyway, you aren't a troll until you make national or international news. What the zuck? So anyway, I'm glad that he's back, but he had good news today, and his good news is he's now a chief of staff and campaign manager for a candidate for a major position in a major state. So he's basically entered politics. So he won't be scoping for himself anymore. He will. This is the reason really why he was gone, because he's entering politics. So guns out for him. Is there a charge to? No, there is no charge to join Brax Medazort, the darker side. Who will close for the people? So anyway, I just saying that you might say that Closer is an example of. Remember, there was an app called Confide, and they said that a bunch of Republicans use Confide app. Well, that's Zucking fake news. So here I'm telling you the real news right now. Closer is using Brax, and he's represents a major candidate in the Republican Party. So uses Brax. Okay. So can't be bad. Can't be bad. So so yes. Oh yeah. Yep. So how long before piano time? Are you gonna leave? 9:30. That's an endorsement. Yeah, and so I'm happy to say that, and he yes, anyone can join Brax. DJ White Pats fan, and in fact, aren't you there? Wait, you told me hi, I didn't see. I'm blocked from Closer. I've never even seen a scope. Who's the candidate? He will have to announce that later. I can't announce for him. So he didn't announce it. I only repeat what he announced. He announced it today. He told me in private, that he was going to do that. And I have no idea, actually, Alex, I don't really know. So that is, I have to look at my my list. He's successful. What if he says what business? Downtown Pepe. So Downtown Pepe here looks like an anti-Closer guy. So I like, but don't know who you are. You like my scopes, but don't know you. Yeah, you need Maxine Waters. Maxine Zucking Waters. It's welcome on Brax. If she knows how to Zucking use a computer, she's welcome on Brax. Maxine Waters. If you know how to Zucking use a computer, you can go on Brax and start a room. He's working for Ross Perot. Okay? We can balance it out. I'm happy to help anyone on any political party to get a private space, and if you are nice to me, I'll be nice back, and I'll make you my friend. And so Downtown Pepe is a closer enemy, looks like. But that's something still got you fooled. You learn. Okay, so Queensbury is another. It's another enemy of closer, but that's okay. You're free to speak here. You are free to speak here, but that's not really my. Hey, those who are enemies of closer, did you want to set up your own space in Brax? Did you want to set up your own enemies of whoever room? Come on in. Come on in. You're all welcome. I'm not going to censor you. Have your own private space. Talk among yourselves and say how you don't like anybody. That's fine with me. That's fine. Downtown Pepe set up a room and said, here's a room for all the fake people. I don't have any problem with that. You should make an enemies of Brax page. What does it mean, closer? Closer is a scoper. That's his name. It's a scoper in Periscope. My eyes are open. All I know is all good. Proceed. I'm not. What I'm saying is, if you come in here and you say I need a private space to protect myself from bad people, I'll make you the space. Soul King, if you want a space and say you want to make a space for to Zuck whoever you want, it's fine. You're welcome. You're welcome. Everyone, I believe in free speech. If Susan Rice wants to set up a page and said, Zuck Susan Rice Zucks everyone page, that's fine too. Brax is an app, yes. It's a private social media app. It allows you to talk to all of your friends here in the world privately. So you can go to Brax and say, oh, my handle on Brax is Starlight Karaoke. So find me on Brax as Starlight Karaoke, and then you can have a conversation with Zucking end-to-end encryption. That's all you need to do. Announce your handle. Say, I'm using the same handle. Find me on Brax. Is Brax free? Yes, Roses. Brax is free. Brax is free. So Mike Closer was one of the people who used it and brought a big community on Brax, and it was great. So that and a lot of those people who came in are now able to talk among themselves, and another one that brought in a big bunch of users is Adam Gingrich, and he's scoping right now and probably burying me with 10 million people watching him. So that's fine. It's a good guy. So watch him. He's a good guy. So and many people have come in after that. There's some people from Twitter and from Periscope and so on that came in and set up accounts in Brax to set up a private space so they can get away from the evil in social media. Because you have to sometimes have that. Because sometimes you come in here and you're being attacked all the time. It's kind of nice. It doesn't matter, Queensbury. I'm not here to talk about anybody's record. It doesn't matter. If you come into Brax and you bring in community, I'll say welcome. You're not going to know how to use it. You got to have somebody to talk to. If you, I have a community on there. I have a community, and so if you find me, find Rob, and look for my face on there, you'll find me, and then I can bring it to my community, and other people can bring it to their community, and not anger. So no, Braxme is actual social media. It has encrypted social media. It is not Skype. There's nothing encrypted about Skype. Anything you do on a Braxme app is hidden. No one can see it. No one can see what you're talking about on on Brax. It's an app that get nothing. One big happy Braxman. Many people here on Brax, and we're talking in private, and we have live audio streaming as well. People are broadcasting with live audio, and making comments, kind of like Periscope here, and it's kind of fun. And the community is getting large. There's quite a few users on Brax. It's getting big. So if you're on Brax, press 1. If you're on Brax, press 1. Yes, if you're on Brax, press 1. If you're on Zucking Brax, press 1. If you're not on Zucking Brax, don't press 1. I gotta get my Brax use. So you see, a lot of people here are on Brax. So Brax is a new up-and-coming social media with the feature of privacy. Whatever you talk about on Brax does not show up. There's a lot more. There are more in there. There's out of this 130 people here, probably 100 are on Brax. If you're on Zuckbook, press 1. No, I love my Brax. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Anyway, is it better than Periscope? You can't get attacked on Brax because you only know the people you know. So you can't be trolled. They troll you, wipe them out, and they're gone. They can't really. Scoping Products sells Brax hats and tees. Is there going to be streaming video on Brax like Periscope? Tiki, it's kind of expensive, so I can't afford it right now. I can't afford to do the video yet. It's kind of costly. So, by the way, Brax is audio live streaming, which is kind of fun. And you know what? It's a bit different than the Periscope experience for video. Here's the problem with video. When you're doing video, the comments have to be. How many comments can you see when you're on Periscope? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I only see 5 comments at a time. Okay, that's a limitation because they have to allocate all the space for the video. On Brax, because there's no video, the person's talking. You can actually have paragraphs of text that doesn't make any difference. And how much dollars to join Brax? It's Zucking free. On Brax, you can post pictures, post images, post links, post YouTube videos while somebody's talking. So it makes that they can't see you. Yeah, on Brax there's no video right now, but I'm worried about the video interface. The audio interface is actually pretty good. The audio interface, yes, I pay for a VPN. Yes. Hey, can you get me a Zucking job? You Zucking, go look for a job by yourself. Nobody's gonna find a job for you. When you're having a BBQ, inviting us. Sure. Okay, so so anyway, so Mike Closer brought a community in, Adam Gingrich and many others brought a community in, more coming, more have already set up accounts and they're going to bring in users, and it's really fabulous. It's really fabulous. Monica's at a different Monica. It's so it's fabulous to get people appreciating the fact now that sometimes you need to have social media without the Zucking abuse. In order to see radio, you have to join my group. You cannot see the radio without joining my group. The radios are currently on beta test on limited groups, so it's not available to everyone yet. So if you find my group and you join my group called Periscope, Real People, then you will see some of the secret rooms that we have, including topics like cybersecurity that I talk about, that I don't talk about here because some companies want to attack me. Just find me. Go to Find People, search for Rob. You will see my Zucking face. And you'll say, look at that Zucking face. I need to get some skincare products for that face. When you see that Zucking face, it's me. Okay? Why am I so right, hamster? Note to self, find Rob on Brax. The Morton Salt Company. Can you just say, I told you so? The problem is, I told you so every day. I told you the Zucking government is spying on you. I told you so. I told you how the CIA can fake that everything comes from Russia. I told you so. That the National Zucking Agency is reading your mail. I told you so. How many times have I told you so? It's kind of getting tiring when people are saying, when Whoopi Goldberg said, "Oh my gosh, my email's being read," and I said, "I told you so." I've been Zucking telling you this for years, 2 years now. I've been telling you this, and you know, and people don't pay attention to me, and they say, "Zuck, love that new email chart." Don't worry, that's the Illuminati. That's the Illuminati chart. That's Zucking wrong. You look pretty hamstered. You mean I don't need skincare products like Cernovich? I don't need skincare products. Nothing's private. Exactly. So some people say if you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin. Organic. Oh my gosh. Are we still on the skin products? Skin product, go to Zucking, not closer. Go to Cernovich for skin products. Don't follow him for politics. Follow him for skin products. Zuck. New lighting? No, there's no new lighting tonight. It's Skin Product Day. You do have flawless skin. I'm a Zucking old man. I should be a wrinkly old man, and I should have white hair. And I don't have much hair, but at least I still have some at the moment. Do you use baby oil? I don't Zucking use anything. So my secret to skin products, I Zucking use nothing. Nothing. Thank you, Nelly Belly. I drink beer. I have all sorts of bad things that I do, and thank you, Sylvia. I do a lot of sucking bad things to my body, like drink beer. But beer is a secret. When you were younger, did you use anything? No, I haven't Zucking used anything in my Zucking life. But Cernovich keeps you looking 30. Beer on your skin. Rob recommendation, beer. Dove bar, and I hate using Dove. Bacon, yeah, bacon is good. Fat. Pork fat. If you're Jewish, too bad. Pork fat. Irish would say you're wrong about the beer. Yeah, beer's good. Pork fat, guys, that's the secret. I like pork fat. I'm like Emeril Lagasse. Pork fat. Pork fat rules. Smoke a joint. Actually, I don't smoke a joint. Maybe that's a secret. Not smoking a joint keeps your skin in good condition. Fat helps the brain. But I have Zucking diabetes, so I'd rather have the fat than the sugar. So Dove worked my granny, didn't look 85, didn't look almost 50. Well, my mother is 88, and I don't think she looks like. She probably can pass for 60. Just sent you a message from Brax. I need to see some skincare products. Genetics. Mrs. Michelle can't see comments scrolling, but Scope is froze badly. He used Alex Pettit skin cream. Filipinos use bitter melon juice for type 2. Really? Bitter melon juice? You make juice from bitter melon? Zuck! Yuck! What? You make that into Zucking juice? What the Zuck? Genetically predisposed to naturally smooth skin. Will you be demonstrating some cream tonight? What did I'll have to copy Cernovich. What did he demonstrate? What did he demonstrate? I'll demonstrate what he demonstrates. Do you shave? I'm too young to shave. You know, I'm too young to shave. So we need your mom on Brax. It's the anonymous mask. I'm too Zucking young to shave. When I'm 21, maybe I have to shave. Cerna uses dog poop mud mask. I'm curious about Brax. Why are you curious about Brax, Rose? It's about having communities in private. It's a private community app. So dork. I am a dork and papaya. Face is waxed. My face is Zucking coconut. I don't put anything. I don't like oil in my face. I've done the same thing as I've done when I was a teenager. I washed my face with Zucking soap. That's it. Soap. I don't do anything. Just Zucking soap. Guano is the secret. Brax equals no metadata. Exactly. I don't know how to eat papaya. Papaya itself can be eaten by itself if it's ripe, but if it's unripe, it can be used for salads. Your skin looks very... Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. So, thank you. So I just got to lose weight now. Hey, Clint Eastwood. Yes, you're back. What does it taste like? Papaya? Uh, let's see. What does it taste like? Uh, what does it taste like? It's kind of sweet, sweet fruit. This is hilarious. On my 15 beer, maybe Ron's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Depends. Sugar. Oh, come on, you tell us your secret. My Zucking secret is Zucking. Stay away from Cernovich. That's a secret to your skincare. Stay away from Zucking Cernovich. That is the only secret you need. Okay? Can't believe that 25,000 of you are going to watch that guy. Which soft focus filter do you use on your camera lens? No Zucking soft filter. Dad bod. Yeah, my dad, you know, for my age, you can see my overweight body here. You probably never go tanning. Actually, I naturally get tan from being in the Zucking Ocean. If I didn't go in the ocean, my skin would be very light. But because I go you say you for. Thank you, Roses. That's nice of you. Is scope time always dish time? Yes, of course. It's, you know, it's 8 p.m. in Zucking, California when I scope. What does Zuck do you expect? What does Zuck expect? How old are you? Older than you, Roses. That means it's 55. Really? Rob, is the only way to connect to the internet is via an ISP. Yes, of course. The only way to connect to the internet. Are you related to Manny Pacquiao? No. Do I look like Manny Pacquiao? Are you as long as dishes or vacuums? Take your pick. Yeah, so he's in his 60s, just guessing. Oh my gosh, quite a range here. Quite a range. It's almost midnight in Michigan. You're in Michigan. What part of Michigan? I have an office in Michigan. I have an office in Ann Arbor, and my biggest client is in Michigan. What's the noise in the background? It's called an ice machine. An ice machine. What web browser would you recommend? Opera? No, not Opera. I recommend all browsers. All. Yes, Muskegon, Michigan is not far away. Okay. So, Illuminati is still my next birthday. I'm going to go to Denny's for senior discounts. Are you over Zucking 70? No, Bonzo. I am not over Zucking 70 because that would make my mother what? Your office is 5 minutes away from mine. Spitfire. My office is in Zucking, California, right here. In Los Angeles. Are you Zucking 5 minutes from Los Angeles? Brax is not an ISP. You look too young. Yes. You're not 5 minutes away from me in Los Angeles? On his yacht? On my yacht? Yes, I have a yacht. Does Closer have a yacht? I have a Zucking yacht. There you go. Do you ever come to work in DC? Not lately, but I did. Yes, it's Suckling Cream, 5 minutes west of LA. T minutes by plane. T minutes by plane. So we're gonna. You look like you're in your 40s. My goodness, you're making me look so old already. I feel so old when you say I'm in my 40s. When I was in my 40s, I got carded. When I was in my 40s, I was getting. In fact, I remember getting carded in my 40s. I got carded in my 40s. If anyone says they're older, most are in their 60s. I'm older than dirt. That's all you need to know. I just turned 40 and carded on my birthday. There you go, Dan. Wow, good for you guys. Eat healthy. I don't eat anything healthy. I eat fatty food. You still should be carded. Old is usually 20 years from wherever you are. I've never been carded. You mean at 12 you didn't get carded? Oh my gosh. Hello, Cassie. Oh my gosh. Okay, so off we go to the next topic. The next topic. I'm going to flip the screen for the topic here. So there's how email works, or appears to work. That's how email works. You see that on the left side? There's the sender's mail client, MUA, mail user agent, goes to the sender's mail delivery agent or mail transfer agent, goes to the company network, goes to the sender's mail server, mail transfer agent, goes to an email queue, gets transferred to the router, goes to some spam, whatever blocker, goes to the recipient's email, goes to the company network, goes to the recipient's uh, mail delivery agent, mail transfer agent, goes to the user's mail user agent, and then you get your email. So that's how email works. Okay, DNS is not part of that. You got that wrong. That's how email works. Okay, but that's not really how it works. This is how email really works. That's really how email works. Illuminati. Somebody asked me, Illuminati, talk about the Illuminati. There you go. Illuminati on the right. You can't see it from the comments there. Illuminati. Okay, here. Send the client, NSA, US government, Russia, Dracula, Illuminati. So yeah, there you go. That is the answer to your email. That's how email works. Illuminati. Dracula. Yep. That's it. That is it. That's the way, folks. That's what I've been telling you all this time. And don't tell me I didn't. I told you so. What did I tell you? I told you so. Okay? What did I tell you? I told you so. Somebody sent that to me today. Somebody sent it today, and it was funny. So I told you so. And actually, one of the reasons I put that up was because somebody made a statement today that just got me like shocked. I've been saying a lot lately, you use STS. Don't talk about Fight Club. Kill the light off to the side. What Zucking light off to the side? Dracula gets my email before the Illuminati. Yes, night eyes. So let me tell you something. Somebody actually posted on Brax today. Tiffany posted on Brax. Posted on Brax. She said, oh my gosh, I went to this website and it told me that my data is going through NSA, what did she call it? NSA spy points or something. I forgot the actual wording. My data goes to 2 NSA points. My NSA, you shouting at NSA, NZA, yes. I'm saying, I can say NSA, you can't. You type National Zucking Agency. Oh my gosh, my data is going to the NSA. Oh my gosh, I am so Zucking shocked. What do I Zucking do? It's like, oh my gosh, people. People. Oh, the poor girl, yes, the poor girl. It's like, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I told you so. I'm zucked. It's like, people, tell her she's zucked. Yes, she needs meds. I like say, oh my gosh. It's like, I've been like, I guess she doesn't, you know, doesn't really listen to my scopes or something, because of like, what the zuck? You come to my scopes and you tell me, oh my gosh, I'm so shocked. The National Zucking Agency is listening and watching my emails. Oh my gosh, it's such a big shock. It's like, my gosh. Oh my, and somebody's gonna tell me now, oh my gosh, Whoopi Goldberg says my email is being read. Read by the in her case, she said read by the ISPs, but it's being read by the National Zucking Agency for sure. Yes, they do, Chaitani, they do collect. They say incidental collection. This is the wording here, so you understand. The National Zucking Agency says that they do incidental collection of everything. Incidental collection of everything. That you see the words used there? Incidental collection. But we don't really look at it, but we collect everything. We don't look at it. Oh, I'm not gonna get bored with your email, Spirit. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Do you know that they know your, if you're a woman, they know your bra size and your panty selections. They know that. Yep. Yep, the National Zucking Agency knows that. So if they want to they want to do a panty raid on your house, they know exactly what you have. So do I don't ask how? What? Yes, Tuesday tells. Yep. Yes, they know that. They know that, Gassy Lassie. Yes. I don't even know your bra size. Okay. So when you're saying how do they Zucking know that? Well, if you buy your stuff from Amazon, they know everything. Do you buy your stuff from Amazon? Have psychic powers. Time to get naked. Braless. Do you buy your stuff from Amazon? No. Then do you buy your stuff from anything online? Do you buy anything online? So if you buy your panties and bras from anything online, then you're zucked. Okay? So if you buy anything online, you're zucked. I do not buy undies online. Then okay, then we'll pick a different topic. But if you have you ever bought vibrators online? I mean, I can go on and on here. Do I need to go on and on? You kind of get the point. I doubt they care about my auto parts. Okay, I do. Okay, so the point is, whatever you're sucking by online, Victoria's Secret, yes, they know everything you buy from Victoria's Secret. Yes, I buy fabric and make my own. Does the NZA use psychics or remote viewers? They know from your emails, because all of your emails are recorded by the National Zucking Agency. All. Therefore, all I have to do is look up and see. I saw somebody make a comment. Victoria's Secret. I saw somebody make a comment here on Periscope. Let's pick one of you. Okay, Michelle, Mrs. Wanser made a comment on Periscope. Okay, so the National Zucking Agency said, "I'm curious about that person. I'm curious about that person," says the National Zucking Agency. I'm not curious about Michelle, but the National Zucking Agency said, "I'm interested in that comment on the comment on Periscope." So the National Zucking Agency then said, okay, what was the IP address of that comment, which they can easily find, okay, because that's not encrypted. So they can easily find that comment from Michelle and said, okay, that's attached to IP address 192.168.0.1. Okay, got it. Then they do a lookup on their little program called intellink.gov, and they say, let's search. We're going to claim this is a foreign kind of thing. So FISA related. So we're going to say it's foreign related. There's maybe I want to know. I heard that Michelle there talked to Flatfish Tuna on Periscope, which is foreign because he's in Zucking UK. So that's foreign. That counts. That counts. It's foreign. So they do a lookup on 192.168.0.1 and then checks it out and says, aha! There's all Michelle's email. There's all Michelle's emails. Okay, now let me screen all the emails that have to do with purchases. And then you see the purchaser from Amazon. And what does the purchaser from Amazon and Victoria's Secret and all of this? What do they have? They have your Zucking name, your Zucking address, sometimes your phone number, and all of your specific purchases, including the size and the color. It's in the Zucking email. Go read your Amazon emails and you will see I am not Zucking lying. So the National Zucking Agency says, okay, there we got all this. And what is this person's email address? What is Michelle's email address? And they find that. And they have the real name now, so let's check the address out and then let's go Google Earth and see all the traffic from that location and on and on and on. So that doesn't end. This is the kind of data they now have, and this. Thanks, Rob. You're not very controversial. Well, maybe your underwear is not very controversial then. The point is, yes, I have bought from Amazon many times. Yes. So my AK Max, yes. The point is, no, my IP address is 192.168.0.1. Write that down. 192.168.0.1. That's my IP address. You feel exactly, Sylvia. You should feel exposed. That is why I made an app so that you don't get exposed. You see, until unbelievable. Until I give you specific examples of it affecting your privacy, then you start to realize, oh my gosh, do they really know that? Do they really know that much detail? And then you start to. I do not advertise my app. I just talk about it here. It's really just word of mouth. It's getting business from word of mouth. But when you talk about it on the level that we're talking about, it really is disgusting, isn't it? Do you have money? Hello? You know, I don't have Zucking money to advertise. And if you bought more than you earned, you're Zucked. And this is not like credit ratings where they can say, we'll wipe this out after 3 years. They will not wipe this out. They will have a permanent, you're a millionaire. Good. They will not wipe this data out. They keep it forever and ever. I'll give you a word of mouth to me. Okay, I'll give you another example here. Okay, so the data that they have about you is quite detailed. And what happens when just from email alone, they have an idea of your purchase habits, probably your income. They can profile your income. Obviously, they know where you live, location. So they can profile you also by political beliefs based on what kind of email you get. Are you getting email from the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, or for the Green Party, from the Pera, this, that, whatever. Whatever you want, you send your email. They then profile you from that. That's just from Zucking email. Okay? Okay, that's just from Zucking email. Now, then they profile you to by Zucking location. Because once they get your email address, then they can now track and do something called a reverse IP lookup and find the MAC addresses near you, and now they can do something called location tracking. Certain companies like Apple and Google have a detailed history of your location. So detailed that they know everyone has been to every protest. They know who was at the North Dakota protest at the pipeline. They know who was at the Trump protest. They know who was at Occupy this. They know who was at Black Lives Matter, on and on and on. They got all that. So basically, there's enough information to Zucking profile you to death that they actually know a lot about you from all this. They know a lot about you. Now, what do they do with the Zucking data? Well, for those of you who are Democrats, you probably will not like this, but companies such as, and I'm going to use an example of a company used by Republicans, but don't assume that there's not a similar one used by Democrats. It's just one that I know about. And the company we know about is called Cambridge Analytica. Cambridge Analytica took that data that came from all of the stuff that I just was talking about, from all these sources on the Zucking internet, from Facebook, from all of this, collected this, profiled you, and came up with a personality profile of 200 million Americans. A personality profile of 200 million Americans. Yes, to an ISP. Yes, Michelle. 200 million Americans with a personality profile. So now they know how you will respond. So a certain type of people, they'll say, okay, these people will be afraid of attacks on the Zucking internet. So then they maybe, if you Zucking speak out, they will know then to blast you on Zucking Twitter, or blast you on Facebook, or blast you. I mean, it's getting like intelligent tracking. And this is the kind of problem that we have when somebody knows more about you than just saying, I'm a generic kind of statistic. When they know you by, you directly, they do AI targeting. It's artificial intelligence targeting. And they can actually know what triggers you. So they know what triggers you. So now I talked yesterday about the super bots and the bots Trump used Cambridge Analytica. Yes, I've been saying that. So actually, Ted Cruz was the first one to use Cambridge Analytica. Yes. But again, that's not to say that's not being, that's the only company. That's just one example of a company. CA was also used on Brexit. I heard that. I can't be sure. I got to look at the press releases. But there was a press release specific about, although Trump actually used it only like at the tail end. He didn't really use it much until the end of it. The one that really used it most was Ted Cruz. So, so Trump was actually late in the game of using it. But here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting is if you actually read how Cambridge Analytica actually was used to target the people, that's when you start to see, wow. That's when you start to see, my goodness, all the spying, this is going to turn against us. And then we're going to be Zucking worried about all this spying. And it's going to be Zucking crazy. And we are, that is not Steve Bannon's company. It is not, no, it's a company in the UK. It's a UK company. It is not a Steve Bannon company, no. So there's actually, I have an article on Brax.me that actually talks about the detail of how they use the analytics. I had a scammer at Facebook shut down and last week sent me a text, scary. I know, this is why, people are starting to your name on your email is Zaku. What's the name of the company? Cambridge Analytica. What company? Bless you, aging. Yeah, Cambridge Analytica, and yes, that was used by the Republicans. Now, there's many other programs I keep talking about here, which have similar and even more exceptional capabilities than that. And the ones I'm talking about all the time is one of them is Jigsaw, and definitely Jigsaw would be a more of a left wing kind of product. And there's another company, and I don't know what their side is. There's actually maybe several companies. There may be several companies that used are creating another company similar to Jigsaw, funded by lots of money. I don't know what their agenda is. So all of these companies are being formed for internet manipulation, and they have big agendas, big money, and funded by all sorts of people on the left and on the right. I don't really know. Are your scopes being archived? I think we have to see what's being done. This may become a movement. I don't archive many of my scopes. A lot of them get deleted. So, I'm hoping that when you talk to me here, you learn about what I talk about. You follow me here. You follow me on Twitter, RobMusic0 on Twitter. I don't have the same name on Twitter. It's RobMusic0. You follow me here. You follow me on Twitter, and then hopefully you go to Brax.me and learn more intimate information about Brax.me. My site is not political. I talk to you about details on all sides, because the danger here is we're turning into a 1984, the book 1984, which is a police state. And the problem is that the people with the fingers on the pulse are just a few people. Okay, Sprint. There is just a few people on in control of the data. We got Zuckerberg, we got Jeff Bezos, we got Eric Schmidt, we got John Hanke, and then the National Zucking Agency, the CIA, and so all of these are controlled by a handful of people, or a couple of handful of people, and it's like scary that this is what I've been trying to talk about. It's really tough. Steve Bannon is on Cambridge. It looks like they put him in there because he probably gave us so much business. Rob Music with a number 0. Rob Music with a number 0 on Twitter. So please follow me on Twitter. Yes, please follow me on Twitter. You also see me. I talk on. I'm a regular guest on CBS, WBZ Radio, 10:30 on the dial on the East Coast. and it's the largest AM station in the country. And I'm on that. My next appearance there is on April 13. April 13, I'll be back there, and I talk about the same stuff I'm talking about here. Okay, so you will see me. It's the upper 1% that's controlling everything. No, it's not the upper 1%. It's the upper 0.00001 of the upper 1%. I am the upper 1% before. Upper 1% is approximately a couple of million people. So that is not really tiny enough. We're talking about a fraction, we're talking about, a couple hundred people controlling everything in the world. In the world. My dad isn't a globalist. Alex Jones is not a globalist. Yes. Yeah. So it's this is not about capitalism. It's really about a few people with a lot of control. It's kind of Illuminati-like. It's kind of Illuminati-like. I don't really subscribe to Illuminati things, but you have to admit it's kind of Illuminati-like, where it's like a few people that has so much power over so much data that it's just why do they keep forcing this kind of collection on us? Why do governments force this on us? Okay, don't talk about it because it doesn't exist, does it, Cassie? Why do you care? If it doesn't exist, then why do you care? I can talk about some theoretical thing. It's about control, yes, and it just bugs me to death. It just bugs me. It bugs me because we're giving. It don't exist. It probably doesn't, Cassie. It probably does not. Yes. So, not disagreeing with you, but it's kind of a Illuminati-like thing. There's a few people in power, and it's small. Oh, it's so bad. It's exactly what This is like 1984, the book, where a few people control every Zucking thing. It's like, my gosh, that's not free enterprise. That is not my idea of free enterprise. That's not. Isn't that the? Was it Bohemian Grove? Soros is a pawn to the elite. Isn't that like Bohemian Grove? There you go, Bohemian Grove. Eek. I think you smoke too much weed. I don't smoke any weed, man. So why politicians for surveillance? 1%. No, this is not 1%. You are so wrong. People, you are so wrong. I was in the 1%. I admit it. I was in the 1%. I'm not anymore, but when I was. Some years back, I was in the 1%. Why do I know I'm in the 1%? Because the IRS told me so. The IRS said I was in the top 1% of all taxpayers. So, if they say so, then I'm going to say, okay, I must be. So, yeah, Soros and Koch brothers. Yeah, so I was in the 1%. Now, being in the 1% at the time, I'm not in the 1% now. But being in the 1% at the time, does that mean that I had any kind of control? No. They tell you that, right? They do tell you that. It's on your Zucking electronic filing. They do tell you that. Can I tell people I know you? Coke? Is that how you pronounce that? What do I know? What do I know? I don't live in Wisconsin now. What did you do? I do what I do now. I have a software company. I'm well known in what I do. I am not a Zucking loser. That's really the conclusion. I am not a Zucking loser. I'm sure I've made more money in my life than Cernovich. Need a janitor. I'm sure I made more money in my life than Cernovich. Now, have I made more money than Zuckerberg? No. But Braxloans.com. But I have made and lost significant amounts of money. Significant. So, you mean I know more than Rob? Oh my gosh, yes. So I thought it was pronounced cock. Is it? I'm a loser. I don't know how you pronounce it. It doesn't matter to me. I thought it was Koch. It's like being psychologically abused by the government. So, Coke. So now be okay. If you're a loser, then what are we? So anyway, 60 Minutes would have tripled the views if they interviewed Rada DiCerno. It's pronounced Coke. She's right, Coke. Ed Coke. Good. Okay, learn something new. I only read it. I never pronounced it. Learn about them. They are evil. So anyway, you can, as I said, there are a few people in power. There's a few people in power, and they control they control the switches. Maybe there's a few people in power on one side and a few people in power on the other side, and maybe those guys are the one battling it up there, and we're just in the background. So the point is, we're letting them control us. We're letting them. By going out on social media without any kind of filter, by going on social media without putting a limit on the data, they're collecting data on you in a way that gives them power. So this is why I keep telling you that the solution is to deprive them of Zucking data. Deprive them of data. Deprived of data. I don't know what a trilateral commission is. Okay? Deprive them of data for you to be profiled and tracked, and don't let them know what kind of underwear size, what the size of your underwear is, or what the size of your bra is. Don't let them know that. It is disgusting. Hello, Miss Flossy Glossy. It is disgusting because of medical bills. It is disgusting. It disgusts me that Zuck has so much power. I believe actually that Zuck is the most powerful person in the world. You didn't wear those. I believe that Zuckerberg is the most powerful person in the world. He, no, not Larry Page. No, no, Zuck. Zuck is number one. Eric Schmidt, Larry Page, Sergey Brin would be number two. Bezos may be number three, but not counting the National Zucking Agency. And these people have so much power because they can have so much data. And then you're giving them an Amazon Echo. You see, Bezos thinks he's kind of lacking in data. He wants to capture more data so he can compete with Zuckerberg. So he's Zucking using Amazon Echo to say, I can turn on Amazon Echo in every house in the Zucking United States and listen in on your Zucking conversations. And that's my Zucking clue to power, because what's his AI, Bezos? Yeah, it's called Alexa, Amazon Alexa. Alexa, Google Street View is all CGI. What does Google View CGI? You must be connected to the National Zucking Agency. There's no filtering in social media. I don't talk English. Doesn't matter. They have it in all languages. So Alexa, Bezos wants to catch up. He wants to have, big data thing too, because he wants to be a member of the Big Five kind of thing, The Big Five in terms of who owns the data. I mean, these people own the data in the Zucking world. They're more powerful than Trump. They're more powerful than Trump because they own more data than any government. It's like, what the Zuck? No, the ISPs don't own it. Oh my gosh, Alex Jones, come on. No. Facebook has always had more data than anyone else. Did you know that Facebook can track your browsing activity even when you're not on Facebook? I've been telling you this. So Facebook is not just what you see on Facebook. Facebook can track your activity outside of Zucking Facebook. Now, what kind of power is that? And you say, they only get what I post on Facebook. Wrong. This is why you go onto some website, you go to Victoria's Secret on the website to choose your bras and panties, and then you go into Zucking Zuckbook, and there's a Victoria's Secret ad there. Zuck. and you think there's no connection. I bet you think there's no connection. Right? I bet you think there's no connection because, hey, one that was on Facebook, one was not. Zucking Zuck just knows how to get you. Yes, it's very bad to have Facebook. It's Zuckbook Zucks. They record all audio from your phone too. Apple and Siri and Cortana and all that, they do record if you turn it on. So you have to turn it Zucking off. Don't have one of those auto on things. What is cookie forgery? This is not cookie forgery. This is not done by cookie forgery. This is, if you don't have to care for Facebook. If you have a Facebook account, Facebook can track your Zucking locations. I mean, Zucking browsing. It's a little trick they do, and I proved it in the live scope. When I understood the technology, I would say, "What the Zuck?" When I proved the technology, I did a live scope on this, and I said, how the Zuck did it do this? This is just for those of you, especially the ones who are new, who just came in. Let me just explain this again so you understand what happened. I went on Zucking Zuckbook, okay, with a brand new account. Sure, tracking criminals and terrorists. Yeah, right. There won't be any more terrorists, okay? There won't be any terrorists left. So who the Zuck are they tracking? I went on Zucking Zuckbook with a brand new account. Brand new Zucking account, okay? This account had no data, no followers, no posts, no nothing. No nothing. This is what I did. I put a VPN on, and I set the VPN to New York City. I put the VPN on to New York City. And just for fun, I actually searched for a lot of things in New York. I searched for New York kinds of things on Facebook, so it has a record of me searching that. And so I watched the right side of the screen show New York things on the timeline. I said, okay, good. It's recognizing, as I expect, it's recognizing that I'm in New York because the VPN is in New York. Then this is on a Tor browser, guys. VPN on a Tor browser. They should have no way of tracking this. So then I was on the Tor browser, and that started to browse other things. And Facebook was already off. I already closed the window on Facebook. And I searched for many things on a Tor browser. And then I went back to Tor, and what the Zuck? You know what it did? It started to pop things that I was in Zucking LA. And it's Zucking pop things that were Zucking a few miles away from me. And I said, what the Zuck? How did you do that? I was in a Tor browser and a VPN. How the Zuck did you do that, Facebook? Okay, and then I had to study that and say, what the Zuck is this app doing? This is a scary thing that Facebook does. Okay, what it does is it's able to track you, on the internet because Facebook has a little spyware on every website called the Facebook like button. It's called the Facebook like button. There's a like button on every website practically. Just like there's Google Analytics on every website. This Facebook like button has Facebook code on it. And so what happens is when you go into any site, it actually records everything that you do and stores it in a Zucking cookie for Facebook. It stores it in a Zucking cookie for Facebook. When you log into Facebook, it can now capture all of that and say, oh, you've been here, you've been here, you've been here, you've been here. Feeds it to Facebook. It's like it's stuck. It's spying when you don't even know it's Zucking spying. It is Zucking crazy, guys. It is Zucking crazy. What do you mean? Where's the proof? I proved it live. You cannot disable cookies. You can't. The cookies are created by the time you delete them. They're created again. Okay, you can't delete the cookies. There's just no way. So there's a solution to it, but I'm just trying to tell you what the issue is. That they're able to do this. So Facebook is one of the most insidious pieces of software out there in the Zucking world for tracking you. It doesn't matter if you didn't like it. The fact you went there. Zuck the cookies. The only way to prevent Facebook from doing what I'm talking about here is to keep Facebook in its own browser by itself. Meaning if you're going to use Facebook, you use it only on Firefox and you don't do anything else on Firefox. Don't do anything else on Firefox. And don't worry about the cookies because you cannot escape the cookies. You cannot escape the cookies. Many sites don't work without the cookies. It can't. So it's pretty scary. So do I have a troll in here? A Logie is like is that? I'm just wondering if this troll is automated or not. Let me just check. Are you an automated bot? Oops. Let me see. Is this an automated bot here? Let me see. Following. Who's it following? Okay. Automated bot. Okay. Blocked. Okay. I was just curious. Time to block now. Okay. It was entertaining. I was entertained, but I just wanted to make sure that I study, automated bots versus manual bots, and just so I understand the technology. So distraction looks like a friend of Sarah and 2WT or something. Did you see the scope I tag you? Not yet, Nelly Belly. I've been so busy, Nelcha. I haven't even been able to respond to people. I know you sent me messages and I'm just up to here. I don't even have time. Tell us how to check. I just have an instinct for it, guys. I look at patterns, and I have a kind of a unusual ability to scan patterns. I can vet something in a microsecond, a millisecond. I look at it and I kind of my suspicious thing comes up, and it just I'm able to spot it. So thank you, Miss Flossy Glossy. So I'm able to Wednesdays are complex. So I'm able to look at it, and I'm just trying to analyze. I can't tell if that was a bot or not. At that point, I didn't let it run because it was too distracting. But I am not a Zucking cyborg, no. But I'm John Connor. I'm anti-cyborg. I need to do some reading tonight. Okay, Cassie. I love to do reading too. I read every night. I do a lot of reading. I'm like a reading fanatic. I gotta get at least 1 or 2 hours of reading a day, or I go bonkers. Not counting the reading of your emails and everything else. I read a book, 1-2 hours a night, sometimes more, and I don't get much sleep because I just love to read. What's your favorite book? Many. Falling Behind, Watching You. Yeah, I love to read. Sorry, Zuck the Sky is becoming reality. So anyway, Facebook is very fast. Very fast. What book you're reading now? Let's see. Geez, I'm like several here at the same time. I just read 1984, which I actually haven't read before. I just finished that. I have not read 1984. I mean, I've heard of the story for a long time, but I've not actually read it. So I just finished reading that. So I listen to all audiobooks. Where's the Pistola tonight? Pistola is right here. We always have a Pistola. But if I bring out the Pistola, then people are going to leave, and all the anti-gun people will leave. It's a Zucking toy, people. It's a toy. Don't run away. Okay. The answer is to 1974, 1776. There you go. Are you my twin in a different life? I listened to 1984 by Van Halen. Okay. So anyway, back to the Facebook question of the tracking of websites. It is really insidious what they do. So it just tells you that you don't even know what happens when I tell you how bad some of these platforms are. Facebook being the worst of it all because they have your real name. With your real name, they track every website you visit. I couldn't hide my location with a VPN on. I mean, goodness. I had a VPN on in a Tor browser and Facebook found my Zucking location. I mean, that is about as insidious as you can get. No, they don't. They gave me a little, Jimmy, they gave me a little standard spiel about, there's an algorithm, and if you do good broadcast, you will go up the list. Some stupid thing like that. So, made by Cyberdyne, yes. Favorite rock and roll band? I don't know. Eric Clapton, Led Zepp, all that. Reading Deep Purple, you know, back in the old days. Reading a book on LBJ as president. You should read the book, The National Security Agency, A Anatomy, what is it? A Body of Secrets. And it talked a lot about LBJ and what LBJ Zucking did. Zuck you, LBJ. You should have seen, you should have just seen, you know, what's in that book. It's just Zucking crazy. You trust your Zucking government? Oh my gosh, you should, what General, what's his name? The one that they suspect of killing JFK? General, what's his name? Yes, U.S.'s Liberty. What's his name? The general that, no, not Oswald, the general, chief of staff, plotted to, this is your own government here. They plotted to kill Americans. Not Patton, no. He plotted to kill, not Cruz. He plotted to kill Americans so that they can, no, not McNamara. He plotted to kill Americans so that they can attack Castro. And JFK said, no, this is, no, not Westmoreland. Oh my gosh, you guys, you don't knowledge of history. See, I can't, Lemnitzer, General Lemnitzer. General Lemnitzer, read up on him. Zucking crazy story. Lemnitzer, crazy story about your Zucking government. Lemnitzer, yes, something Woods, yes. Lemnitzer plotted, this is your Zucking government here. Now you wonder why I'm like concerned about them having so much data on us with the National Zucking Agency, okay? Lemnitzer plotted to kill people, American citizens, to justify an attack on Cuba. Well, JFK is obviously far left, but that doesn't justify anyone saying that they would kill Americans. Yeah, I mean, talk about conspiracy theory. Back in the old days, this was considered a conspiracy theory. The problem is, now it's proven it's not a Zucking conspiracy. It was Zucking real. They were actually planning this. They were planning to sink a ship. They were planning to sink a ship in Cuba and blame it on Castro, a U.S. Navy ship. They were going to, you're doing news now. They were planning on sinking a U.S. Navy ship to justify attacking Cuba. So some people now are taking that and saying, was 9/11 manufactured to be able to attack the Middle East? So, no, I don't have any data for that, but you black, sure. Yeah, so people are saying, oh yeah, you know, 9/11 was caused by that. Now, I'm not gonna be making any kind of comments like that. However, my inside sources tell me that Building 7 was definitely destroyed by a controlled explosion. So, you know, you kind of have to, there's plausible deniability in that somebody passing that information on me. But because it's an intelligence building, then they were saying that they had to destroy it because they can't let anybody get in there and have access. They can't let the fire department go into the building and check out all the data. My sources, my secret sources, yeah. So they went in there and just according to my sources that insurance policy, that's it doesn't matter. The government can go talk to the owner of the building and say, okay, don't Zucking complain. We'll take care of you. Don't Zucking complain. We're gonna have to blow this out. I'm sure something like that happened. I'm sure. So same with area of Zentagon building, and I don't know about that. I don't have any inside information on that one. Scoping products. I don't have any insight. I can only tell you what I have sources of. I don't have sources on the Pentagon. I don't have sources that say that the Twin Towers weren't blown up by Obama bin Laden people. I don't have any source of that. However, the third building is Building 7. That lost connection. That is clearly a suspicious one. And inside information said it was damaged, so they couldn't let it stand. They couldn't. Make sense. If you had secrets in there and it's just damaged, they have to Zucking destroy the thing. They have to Zucking destroy that. No, I have not heard of a burner browser. Conspiracy theories galore. So, Building 7 to me is not a conspiracy theory. It doesn't explain anything about 9/11. It just says it's a building with secrets and therefore it got to be destroyed because people might have access to it because of what happened to the Twin Towers. That to me is a separate issue. It's not necessarily a 9/11 conspiracy. Some people are connecting that to the conspiracy, but I don't have any data to show that, so I don't obvious as hell. So I'll let you guys decide that. I am not in that territory. I will not. We have to talk. Oh, come on, Richard. Here we are again. Here we are again. Allergies. Yes, I have allergies. 9mm, 45 caliber. Skincare, Cobra. 45 caliber toy. Rob hitting bumps. This is a 45 caliber. Oh my gosh, it's late already. What is it? What did you say about sinking ship in Cuba? Lost you. Okay, let me repeat that. General Lemnitzer. This is it from the history books. This is a true story. This is already in the history book. Put that toy away. Don't let me put my Zucking toy away. It's my prop. This is a Zucking real story. It's in the history books. It's in a book, National Security Agency, Body of Secrets, a Anatomy of the National Security Agency. That's the name of the book by Bradman. I forget his name. Okay, but that's the name of the book. You can search it on Amazon. Body of Secrets, Anatomy of the National Security Agency. And it's a factual, hello, Boston camera. General Lyman Lemnitzer, yes. So Lemnitzer actually, this is in the history books, this is true. Read more. Lemnitzer actually, during the time of JFK, right before he was, this was before he was assassinated. They actually proposed to JFK that they sink a U.S. ship near Cuba, meaning they were going to position a ship, a U.S. Navy ship, near Cuba. I forget the name of the ship. Somebody said USS Liberty, but I can't remember the name. Okay, they were going to position a ship near Cuba, and then they were going to blow it up and claim that Castro did that. Then they would then invade Cuba, and say that and they had a pretext. This is your Zucking government planning this. This was planned by General Lemnitzer, who was the chief of staff during the JFK administration. Now JFK didn't like that, so he said, no, we're not going to Zucking do that. But that was actually proposed. USS Cohiba, is that what it is? Why are you always here bothering the government? DP, do you work for the Zucking government, Taper? Was this before or after the Bay of Pigs? Before the Bay of Pigs. You are the shadow government. You are deep state. To liberate Cuba. To make all the rules. Okay, so they were going to do that. They were going to sink the Zucking ship, attack Cuba, and this was before the Bay of Pigs. Now JFK said no, and then when JFK said no, and then the Russians came in and started sending all the missiles over there, and that started the Bay of Pigs. So it's kind of like sequence of events there. Am I late for interesting news now? No, you're not late for news. So anyway, so I'm just telling you that if you think your government is flawless, if your government is trustworthy, let me just remind you of Zucking history. The people in the government lied. They lied to Congress. They lied to. They lied on under oath. They lied under oath. Many of the people who actually revealed the reality of this case here told these secrets on their deathbed. The people who reveal all that happened with Lemnisser, they reveal it on their deathbed because they, well, I'm dying now, I can tell you. So some of them revealed this as late as the late 1990s, almost 2000. In the late some of this was not known until almost 2000. And this happened in the 60s. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is you think your government says, we don't Zucking read your Zucking email. We don't Zucking spy on you. Trust us. We don't give us all the back doors because you can trust us because we are here to find your Zucking terrorists. And without Zucking checks and balances, you have no idea what they're doing. And now we have deep state. Okay? This is now, the old Lemnisser of the old days is now deep state of the new days. Deep state. Samantha. So deep state, so trust us. Yes, trust us. How do you know all this? This is not many. I'm telling you something from the history books. The book, you can read all the details of this in the book Body of Secrets, The Anatomy of the National Security Agency. And this was pre-9/11. And it's all there. This is all factual news gathering collected from actual facts. And it shows you that your government is really trustworthy. Okay? Your government, I have that book. So your government, just don't buy the book online. Yes, unfortunately, I did buy it online. But the book, Your Story, you need to get you featured at Arts and Cultural. I have no category anymore. I have no Zucking category. I'll never get featured because they say, what Zucking category is this? I am not under travel. I'm not under sunsets like you. I'm not, they don't buy my music because they say, he doesn't really play much music. You know, I don't have a category. They should have a category called rants. Someone tell me who this guy is. Why don't you tell me who you guy is? Skincare. Yes, this is about skincare. This is a skincare scope. Yes. You come here for skincare scope. Lemnisser was part of Northwoods. That's what it is. Northwoods. Exactly. The Gulf of Tonkin is another thing that happened, which shows you a lot of disinformation. The Gulf of Tonkin was another, you know, fake news of the day. There were the one that started the Vietnam War. Started the Vietnam War was actually fake news. Did you guys know that? Did you know that the start of the Vietnam War was from fake news? Okay? So I'm just trying to tell you, this is your Zucking government. When you start to read this, you start to think this is no Zucking side. Some of these were Republicans, some of these were Democrats. It really didn't make any difference. Iraq War, obviously, weapons of mass destruction. Okay, so basically it's, you know, they have the capability for generating fake news based on an agenda, whatever the agenda happens to be. And this is now factual. Apparently the Gulf of Tonkin wasn't even related to you know, the ship that was there. They were the North Vietnamese were actually attacking something else. The excuse was fake news. Yes. Meaning they'll use it to justify anything that they want to justify. Could be. They could justify anything they want to justify to make a move on anything. So all I'm saying is you have to be doubtful about everything you hear. It's a sad world, but this world has been the same. You can say it's a sad world, but this has been going on since, you know, is it really new? You know, you should have seen Eisenhower invaded. How about this? Eisenhower invaded Russia quite a few times. Eisenhower invaded Russia a few times around near Alaska, and because the Russians didn't have any way of coming back, Eisenhower almost started several wars. And he never admitted it. He never admitted this. They basically took the risk to fly aircraft and whatever to do a bombing runs on Russia and to test if they're ready. And they figured out that Russia wasn't ready, so they started flying bombers over there, and they weren't ready. They were like really pushing them, and they could have started, World War III. Okay, and this is your government. This is your Zucking government. So I'm just letting you know. Don't assume what you hear is like so trustworthy. Okay, I don't care who is in the government. I just don't trust anybody in government. It's just my nature. I just don't trust because this is what history has told us. So when your government gets extra power, such as controlling the media, controlling the deep state, controlling intelligence, and controlling all of your data, I don't fucking trust. When the government says we want to have the right to spy on everyone, I don't fucking trust because then I don't have freedom. I don't have freedom. There's a story on that book. There's a story in that book about Israel, and you'd be shocked when you read it. It will shock you about Israel. There were things in that book that they had to hide about Israel, and it's actually it was actually quite shocking related to the war with Egypt, the 3-day war. It's called Body of Secrets, Anatomy of the National Security Agency, and they revealed facts there from the National Security Agency that were known back. This was back in in the 50s, 60s, and then the one from Israel in the 60s, and in the book it actually showed that the Israelis attacked a U.S. Navy ship, and pretty much almost sunk it, and killed hundreds of people on the ship, a U.S. Navy ship. The Israelis attacked a U.S. Navy ship. Was it Liberty? Sounds familiar. Yeah, I can't remember now. The USS Liberty, and they almost sank it, and the people who survived it were told not to speak of it until many of them only started talking about them when they were already in their deathbeds. So CIA spy ship. No, it was a NSA spy ship taking sides with us. They saw the Russians observing, so they stopped. So it was so this is just, I'm telling you the secrets. I mean, you're assuming that things are what they are. I'm just trying to tell you that read some history and you will realize that when I give you fear about your government, it isn't because you have a government that's always been trustworthy. And I'm a Zucking patriotic citizen, but I don't like any kind of abuse of power. Obama spying on Trump? Of course, you have to understand the terminology because they always have a way out. There's always a way out. One of the typical comments that they're going to tell you is they're going to say to you that there is no evidence of wiretapping. Now, let's set that aside. Let's set that aside. Okay, there's no evidence of wiretapping. Because that may be a incorrect term, because nobody really wiretaps anymore. Why do you need to wiretap? You just spy on the Zucking internet. That is not wiretapping. That is not wiretapping. Spying on their Zucking internet is not wiretapping. So anyone can say, well, there is really no wiretapping. I don't really care, Cassie. It is what it is. There is no real, you're so partisan, you're going to go attack me on anything, so it doesn't matter. So when somebody says wiretapping and they say, well, you're wrong, you didn't wiretap, well, that may be true. That may be true. They actually may not be wiretapping. They is the National Security Agency, whatever. Yeah, I'm wrong, whatever. Okay, so I can't be wrong because I'm talking about a general technology that I'm already talking about. How can you say you're not watching email and you say they're not wiretapping? Of course, they track everyone. Did I already say that? This is what I was referring to as incidental data collection. Incidental data collection. That's what I've been telling you. They track everyone. They track every single person. Okay? So don't tell me they don't track. Oh, they were not wired. They wiretap all of you in case they don't call it wiretapping. They track every single one of you. Every single one. Okay? Yeah, just in case. Yes, they track all of you. Now, this is the Zucking plausible deniability here. This is the Zucking plausible deniability, which is, we don't look at it. We didn't look at it. We did not look at it. That is the plausible deniability. Come on, they collect everyone. How can I be telling you this? How can I be telling you about the technology for level 3 and all that ways they hack you with the Zucking email? You tell me they don't track you. Of course they track everyone. In fact, they can track anyone in any side, liberal, Republican, Democrat. They can track everyone. All they have to do then is say, well, I looked at it or I didn't look at it. Their argument is that, and it's like, if you don't understand the technology, you will see the way out and see how they say, well, we didn't really wiretap you. Well, that's not correct. They have the data. So now the question is there proof that you actually looked at it? Is there proof that you actually looked at it? And here's where they have the power. They have the power because we can't really prove anything, because you can't take them to court to find out. You can say, well, that's a national security. For reasons of national security, we can't tell you that. So they always have a way out. They also have a way out. Get your gun! Get your gun! Be calm! Get your gun! So, period. Yeah, you may be right. There is actually no wiretapping in the sense of wiretapping. Like I said, there's no need to wiretap. Wiretap is not a necessary thing nowadays. The terminology for an old-timer may be the wiretap. The terminology for a newcomer, for a newbie, for a techie like me is we Zucking spying your internet. Same thing. A lot of the traffic, even voice, goes via internet. It doesn't go via phone lines. So if you think it goes via phone lines, then you're Zucking crazy. It doesn't do that. That's the old way. For example, how does your phone calls get tracked? How do your phone calls get tracked? And you're thinking, my phone calls get tracked by them doing a wiretapping, put into the phone line and listen to the line. Suck, no, come on, that's not the Zucking technology. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It uses something called SS7. SS7. Anyone can track your phone call with SS7, and it's not wiretapping. It isn't wiretapping. There is no wiretapping involved. They can SS7 you. Anybody here going to argue with me, then you don't know what you're Zucking talking about, because you don't understand the technology. Okay, mic'd up, you're a Zucking chinky boy, except I'm older than you, Zucking boy. Mike the Closer talked to me every day and established a connection with many of us on my app Brax.me. So he's been in touch with many of us on Brax.me. Okay, so Mike the Closer went and scoped today and announced what I already knew, that he has been hired as a campaign manager for a candidate for a major state. So, okay, so that's the story about Mike Closer. So, why are you spreading lies about me? Who the zuck are you? Mic'd up. I don't even know who the zuck you are. Spreading lies about you. Okay, so I am safe. You're the one and only person to save me. No zucking way. No zucking way. Rob, fake phone repairman. I'm your zucking cousin. So, yeah, of course he's a troll. So anyway, back to what I was talking about with SS7. So SS7 is the ability. It's a side channel on your phone. SS7 can redirect the phone and be tracked and listened to, and they proved this in a 60 minutes article, 60 minutes feature on how they can do that. So SS7 is a side channel, so all of your phone traffic goes digitally in two directions. One is the voice call itself, and one is the metadata that's in SS7, and you can redirect the phone call based on SS7. If you are a lawyer, you're going to say, that is not Zucking wiretapping. Well, you're right. That theoretically is called hacking. That is not called wiretapping. That is called hacking. In a theoretical sense, somebody could say that is legal because it does not involve, that involves metadata. The government says metadata is accessible. So there could be a lot of cover for some of these terms and say, well, I'm within the law. I can go do this and listen into all these people and so on. Okay, so I'm just making you understand that I'm not a loser. I'm white, or more boring than Pierce. Listen to teeny winky chinny boy. Okay. Enough of this idiot here. Okay, so he gets his evening spent getting blocked. Verizon, here I come. But I'm just trying to tell you that the kind of the fake news here, where you're saying there's no wiretapping and then that's the end of the story. That is not the end of the story. That is not the end of the story. Okay? See, nobody wants to tell you the real truth, so they will twist it in such a way that there's always plausible deniability in any explanation to anything. To anything. And it's just zucking crazy to me. And like I said, this is not something that's done just on the left or on the right. It's been going on in time. It's been going on forever. And it just keeps going on and on and on. And it's the reason that they get this ability is because they got power. And by the way, who gave them the power? Bush. It was Bush, a Republican, who gave them the power, the Patriot Act. It was Bush who said, okay, we're going to give you all this zucking power. Of course, Clinton enhanced it even more, yes. Between Bush and Clinton, they enhanced the power. And then over that, then you got Obama. Obama enhanced it even more. So, Rena Moore, okay, good to see you, Rena Moore. As you can see, you can't really say that this is a Republican-Democrat issue. It's zucking crazy that it's power mongering. It's like saying everything is about power, and so everyone wants everyone wants to get power. Now, Obama's the more recent, so I tend to have more things to pick with Obama than anybody else, because and Obama had a particular effect on my life. That's why he upsets me quite a bit with some of his progressive kind of actions that really affected my industry. I was in healthcare systems, and he using his progressive kind of thinking, his people decided that they knew more than anybody else, and basically destroyed the industry that I was in, which was healthcare systems. I was one of the first developer of electronic health records. I'm one of the first people in the world to create healthcare electronic health records. and innovation was snuffed out because the government dictated how electronic medical records are supposed to run. And the reason for the development in electronic health records was because they wanted to control your Zucking data. They wanted to manipulate your healthcare. And it really upset me. It really upset me. It was almost like a dictatorship. The way they wanted to do the healthcare on the system side, now I'm not talking about Obamacare here. I was talking about the systems behind it. They were putting in an infrastructure in the back end to really be the big brother to all of healthcare data. The big brother for healthcare data. Boom, drop, mic. Exactly. I'm not, and this was nothing to do with Obamacare, by the way. This is not an Obamacare issue. This has to do with something called the High-Tech Act. High-Tech Act. It's otherwise known as meaningful use to anybody in healthcare. It sucks. Okay, they destroyed innovation. Destroyed innovation. They put a bunch of rules, a bunch of progressives, set up some rules that said we are going to dictate how healthcare systems are going to work, and they're going to work in a way that will control the doctors. And they're going to be manipulated, and we're going to put all these systems in, and they have to pay for it. And if they don't Zucking pay for it, we'll take out their money. And this is exactly what they did. Yes, they are data warehousing your Zucking data. Yeah, HIPAA, protecting patients, Zuck, no. Epic was pain when stared. You go, boy. So means for to eventually access healthcare is not perfect, it's better. I'm not talking about Obamacare. I'm talking about the High-Tech Act. This has nothing to do with Obamacare. Nothing. This is about during the recession, Obama put up $4 billion to help stimulate the economy, and decided to use that money to change healthcare systems and basically to get involved with running tech innovation in healthcare. And they ruined it. Ruined the industry. Ruined it in a big Zucking way. It's so Zucking ruined now, I don't know what's going to happen to it. It doesn't do anything, no one enforces it. Of course, it does something. Obamacare site cost was $1 billion. This is not Obamacare related. This is not Obamacare. It's called the High-Tech Act. High-Tech Act. High-Tech. HITEC. And it was a law to distribute $4 billion in funding to encourage people to use healthcare systems, of which I'm one of the makers of the healthcare systems. So, and they created this infrastructure that is horrible, horrible. What took you out of the 1%? That is not for you to ask, Starlight. That is not for you to ask. We shouldn't have single payer. We should have single payer. Good. I said personal. So anyway, stop commenting on Obamacare, guys. This is nothing to do with Obamacare. This has to do with Obama Healthcare Tech, High-Tech Act. I have my opinions about Obamacare, but which means I understand if you don't answer. Transparency, not. So anyway, I hinted also. I hinted also. I apologize, Rob. GOP did not agree to that. We can comment however we want. This is all healthcare. Do you think polio vaccines causing polio? No. 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 Do you ever watch your Scopes Read All comments? I used to, but it's kind of hard to do it on. I don't have any more time. I used to read the back comments, but I don't have time for that anymore. I used to go look at all the trolls and study them, but nowadays I'm too busy to do that. OC too expensive. It's spread too thin. Too much drama tonight. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you in a kind of a balanced way is I don't really have a lot of trust for government, for anyone in power. I don't really have a lot of trust that people in government will always do the right thing. I don't trust that people in power in private industry, such as the handful of people that control our data, that they will do the right thing. I don't trust. So how do you fight that? By not giving them data. Act like you don't trust them. Use a Zucking VPN. Go to private social media apps like Braxman, and basically pull out of giving them data to deny them the control. Because when they have the data, they can, big data is like incredible. So for example, you guys don't even realize that again, to summarize, when your own government knows what size bra you wear and what sort of panties you like, and your government knows that, that would make me kind of uncomfortable. That would really, that would make me kind of uncomfortable. My job is log jamming. Yeah. Yes, I said panties. Yes. That would make me uncomfortable. That was an example given to me by one of you, and I said, one of you said that to me and said, my panties are my business, right? Full out. They know everything. It's sucking, when you start to realize the kind of data they have on you, it suck. And then somebody said, well, are they wiretapping? They don't need to wiretap. They have everything. Please. You're going commando. Please don't come and tell me they're wiretapping. No, they don't need to do that. They just have to look at intellink.gov. They already have it stored. What about my douche? Yeah, they know that. If you're buying any special medicines, they know that. Your business, yes. Everything. It's an awesome example, because like, my gosh, they can see that. Angel stuff you order. When will they start? I tried, but he came back. What douchebags? Why is Intellink inaccessible on public domain? Are you actually looking up intellink.gov? Are you Zucking crazy? Okay, Mark, good to have you here, Mark. Are you Zucking crazy? Wait, are you Zucking crazy? Are you actually guys going to the internet and actually typing intellink.gov? Come on, use your head. You go to intellink.gov, then they obviously track you. Now, how did I know about intellink.gov? It was in the Zucking book. It was in the Zucking book called Body of Secrets, Anatomy of the National Security Agency. It was there, intellink.gov. And that's where they started collecting all this data. So I didn't make it up. It actually exists. And then I actually Googled it on Tor browser, and it's like, it's Zucking exists. Yes, it's Zucking exists, intellink.gov. The book was correct. And then they blocked access to Tor, maybe because they spotted people referring to it too often, so they blocked it. I couldn't access it on Tor anymore. But I did. It actually asked for credentials. It asked for Zucking credentials. It will ask for your Zucking security clearance. What the Zuck? So when it actually, in the book, it described how that intellink.gov is used. So somebody, before they do a kind of any action, like if they're going to go, do some Delta Force or some SEAL kind of, intervention, they go to intellink.gov and check out the data. But the problem is they can check out any data. They can check you out. You can actually use Tor. How hardcore in the book? What was the source? Interview of officials. What was the source? Obviously, cross-reference views of officials in government. Almost all of the people in the book were actually government officials. See, because it was already like 60 years later, you know, they were able to talk about it because 60 years later, some of it was declassified, some of it they were dying, so they didn't care. Okay, so a lot of them were revealed only when they were dying. So, so yeah, so this is that's in the book. If you don't believe me, then go read the Zucking book, and then go find out for yourself. Because you apparently some of you think I make the stuff up. So some of it could they have made hints up? Could they have made hints up? You read the book and you judge for yourself. It's pretty detailed, and I actually went there and looked up intelling.gov. I was actually shocked that Google listed it for me. Okay. No, if you buy it with money, I mean they're gonna find you. Can you buy it with Bitcoin? Is PGP still secure? PGP can be broken by a quantum computer. PGP can be broken by a quantum computer. I don't care if they're trolls as long as you bring the good numbers in here. Bring my numbers up. Trolls are okay. Let's bring in a lot of porn trolls here to get my numbers up. Please put recommendations booklets on Brax. No, I guess it kind of identifies my thought process too much, so I'm careful to be selective about what I post, about what I read, because I read everything, and you will get a too much of a detailed appreciation of my thought process if I tell you every book I recommend. So I selectively do that, selectively. So I have some books that are really good for giving me information on what the NSA might be thinking. So for that, there was a novelist that I've been reading up, and he does a very his name is Eisner. What's his first name? I forgot. Eisner's a lot of, you know, one of the books that I read that was very NSA related was God's Eye View by Eisner. And if you read that, a lot of the stuff I talk about, I said, oh my gosh, I mean, this guy theorized this, and he used to work for the CIA, and I actually when I read it, there were some that were out of date, but I said, oh my gosh, this is like incredibly realistic. Because what I read there suggested to me that they can actually do this. God's Eye View by Barry, is it Barry Eisner? Can't remember, Eisner. So you should contact independent media outlets to be interviewed. I'm already being interviewed. I'm interviewed every month by CBS Radio. I'm on CBS WBZ Radio. I appear every month. My next my next guest appearance is on April 13 in a couple of weeks, or less than a couple of weeks. So when is that? Is that the end of next week? End of next week, I will be on CBS WBZ Radio, 10:30 on the dial, at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. in the East Coast. So I'm on that hour, so 10 p.m. Pacific. So Thursday in here. Think long, think Wong. So yeah, so I'm already I'm in media. So if you think that only Cernovich gets attention, I get attention too. So fun hanging out with all of you. WhatTheZuck.net. I tell you guys every Rice Getting Zuck. Every time I come here and do a scope, I always tell you to get I'm unfamiliar with your works. My work is mostly been underground and undercover for the last 40 Zucking years. I have been, for those of you who don't know me, I have been underground. I became a one percenter underground. I started companies. Some of the companies became big, and I was underground, and I am one of the early developers of electronic health records. I've been deeply involved with cybersecurity and all this underground with big enterprises, because that's what I did, especially for big hospitals and medical facilities. That's what I did for all this time. Every time they had any kind of thing, you know, I designed the systems, and I also did the networks. Understood how to set up the networks and all that, because my staff, you know, every time we would have a problem, I'm the only, you know, I'm the head guy. Okay. So because of that, no one is familiar with me because I've been hiding. Well, guess what? The reason I'm no longer a 1%er is because I was zucked. The reason I am no longer a 1%er is I was zucked. And the reason I was zucked is because I don't speak out. I was very quiet. So I've decided that that is not the way to go. I am not going to be quiet. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be, concerned about my security. I am. Rob Braxman is not my real name, obviously. I don't look Jewish to you. So Rob Braxman is not my real name, but that is my identity. That's my identity on radio. That's my identity on Periscope. That's my identity on Twitter. And yes, I'm Jewish. Yes. So that is my identity on the Zucking internet is Rob Braxman, and my app is BraxMe. However, I've been around people. Often there are people who know me who are watching me, and I don't want them to identify themselves. But in case you think I'm lying here about being a 1%er, there are people here who are watching me who know me personally. There are people who watch me every night who know of my background, and they know that I'm not Zucking lying, because they can always tell me right here, "You're Zucking lying." Herschel Merskowitz. So if they can always come here and state that this guy is lying to you, you know, and it's not true what he says. So yes. So I'm not. I use rock skincare. I Zucking believe. So yes. You'd like matzo ball soup? Oh yes. What's your connection to the Illuminati? I have no connection to the Illuminati, but the Illuminati are reading your emails. You're a Jew. No wonder you're in 1%. Kidding. And I do belong to a Jewish yacht club. Yes. Are you Jewish from birth? Did you adopt it? If you want to learn, scope with Rob every day. So anyway, going back to what I was saying. Going back to what I'm saying. So I started out being silent because I said, you know what, I make enough money. I don't have to worry about, you know, being public. So actually, people use my reputation against me by saying that I didn't exist. They basically took credit for my work. Do you attend temple? They basically took credit for my work. I love my Jewish lawyer. I have a lot of Jewish lawyers. In fact, in my experience, all the lawyers I've ever dealt with are all Jewish. So I've been zucked. People took credit for my work. And you know, and I said, "Zuck you! Enough of this. I am not going to do that anymore." So that's why I don't stand quietly here. Cernovich made some statements about my product that what I thought was kind of insulting a few days ago. So I scoped about it a couple days ago, saying, "Zuck you, Cernovich." Okay? Because I don't want to be quiet anymore. Now, I don't really care if people say, "Well, they're just hitting on Cernovich because he's popular or whatever." It's like, "Zuck you." Look at Cernovich's actual numbers. I know he did a one big scope, you know, a couple days ago because he had an exclusive. But if you actually see his actual total numbers of people watching and minutes watched and all that, my numbers are very, very high. I may not get as many numbers because I don't get featured by Periscope. But people who watch me for extended periods of time. Don't worry about what the Illuminati is. It's not important. Let's not get a period war starting. So I'm Cerno misunderstood Brax, I meant to say. Yes, of course, but he rushes to to conclusions. You know, he's supposed to be a journalist, and he doesn't do any journalism. Do we screw him, and how, attorney? You know, he's supposed to be a journalist, and he doesn't research. He just goes on the attack. You know, it's like fucking crazy. No, 3,000 is bad. You know, I was in the 10,000 range 4 months ago, and then it kept dropping. It became 7,000 average, then became 6,000 average, then became 5,000 average, and it became 4,000 average. Now it's like 2,000, 2,500 average now. He gets overexcited. So I'm still here. Dang it, guy. Cassie, and you're here, and we haven't had an argument yet, Cassie. That's good. Cassie, you know, I don't mind disagreement. I'm announcing it to people here, and I'm just repeating this. Disagreement is not banned from my scope. Disagreement is not banned from my scope. You can disagree with me anytime. That is not the cause of banning. Okay? That is not a cause of banning. Disrespectfulness is. Being disrespectful, which affects others, that's a problem. Okay? When we're disrespectful to each other, it affects everyone else because people leave the scope. Well, I can't have that. Okay? But disagreement is fine. Some people here say, well, you know, I don't like closer. I like closer. I don't like closer. Fine. I'm not, you can have your opinion. It's fine. I'm not gonna go attack you for, you know, saying you know what you like and what you don't like. Who was banned? Nobody was banned. Nobody was banned. Closer was not banned. No. Your thoughts on Assange? Assange is essential to our system. I see now. I think Assange is essential to our system. If we didn't have this, our governments will keep lying to us. Snowden is also a patriot. Assange is not a patriot because he's not an American. Assange is about Assange. However, it benefits us. Snowden is a patriot. And likes and dislikes irrelevant. My belief, for those of you who don't know me, my belief is freedom of speech. That's why I'm not going to go ban you because you disagree with me. It's okay to disagree with me. If you troll me, you get banned. That's a different thing. Okay? You know, if you troll me, and I don't really, I mean, you'd have to commit a lot of repeat. I give you sufficient warning before I block anybody here. I'm very, it's a disrespect, it's in the pay of Russia. No respect for him. Snowden is cool. Assange is in the pay of Russia. Assange is in the pay of Russia. I don't think so. I don't think so because he attacked Russia. He attacked Putin. Yeah, I don't think so. He attacked the Democrats. He attacked the Republicans. This is going back in time here. He attacked Putin. He attacked several heads of state. He attacks everyone. So, no, you are wrong. You are quite wrong. I mean, I read specifically, the Panama Papers accusing Putin associates of, it was made to embarrass Putin. So Putin himself hates Assange. So, including women, something wrong. Who's he? Julian Assange, WikiLeaks. My goodness. People, read the Zucking news. He just publishes info is given. Assange will be dead soon if he doesn't get some sun. I read it somewhere. Cassie, incorrect. Incorrect. Putin hates him. He attacked Putin with the Panama Papers. If you'd see all of the work of WikiLeaks, it goes all the way back, and he is, uncontrollable. Assange can be dangerous to the wrong side. If he reads information against you, you're zocked. Because he doesn't take a side. He doesn't take a side. He releases everything. He doesn't care who you are. That's the truth about Assange. So Yeah, you know he's okay because everyone hates him. A lot of Putin men turn up dead, maybe why Flynn wants to sing. He sides with truth. Can't take a note for the wrong reason. Yeah, you can't really say that. One thing about Assange, he's never. Yes, thank you, Haraluna. One thing about Assange is he's never actually been told that what he published was wrong. He's never actually been told, hey, this is wrong. No government has said, something wrong, Assange, something wrong. No, no one's ever told him that. So that's why he has that claim to fame to say, hey, no one ever challenges my stuff to be untrue. So, and it's true. There's no, it's not white, it's wrong. Yeah. So nobody's actually ever challenged him. Same with Snowden. What Snowden released about the National Zucking Agency, which I use here as a justification for explaining some of the technology that they used to spy on you. The National Zucking Agency never disproved that. They didn't challenge him. They didn't say it was wrong. The government did not say he was wrong. Prism, Muscular, all of that, and all of that. So he actually told us Vault 7, yes, Vault 7, and I have a scope on Vault 7. They haven't sued WikiLeaks. Who are you going to actually sue? It's like a ghost body. Wrong or correct? Assange was attacking the left more than right. Cassie, that is not correct. It just happened to happen in this election, but if you actually look back, he was attacking the right. He attacked them on Iraq. He attacked them on the Iraq War. That is what the what's the name of the one who was released? What's her name? Her? Somebody tell me. The other one that's not Snowden. Manning was an attack. Manning was an attack on the basis of the Iraq War, which was actually an attack on the right. Charles Manning, Chelsea Manning. Yes, that was actually an attack on the right. So he attacks everyone. They're listening to calls, but not wittingly. They're listening to your calls, but not wittingly. What does that Zucking mean? No, the actual terminology is they're listening to, they're collecting all the data, but their argument is, we're not really looking at it. We're collecting it. We're storing it in Zucking, Utah, at the Utah data center, but we're not Zucking looking at it. Our eyes are closed. Our eyes are closed, so you're safe. We're not looking at it. Obama said they're not looking at it. Obama said you're not looking at it. Your thoughts at InfoWars. Let's talk about InfoWars. This is like everything night. This is really the quick kitchen sink night. This is kitchen sink night, guys. Kitchen, say hello from Spain. This is the kitchen sink night. We're talking about everything. Okay, let's talk about InfoWars. Now, InfoWars is Alex Jones. Now, strangely enough, Alex Jones and I reach the same conclusions on a lot of things, such as the government spying on you, deep state, and all this. We reach the same Zucking conclusions. But he uses a tinfoil hat to justify the Zucking story. I don't taint my answer with a political stance. I don't. For example, I tell you right now, yes, the National Zucking Agency, the CIA, is spying on you, and I agree that they are doing that. They are spying on you. There's no doubt. There's no doubt they're spying on you. The question is, Alex Jones assumes that that's that they are deep state pro-Obama, deep state pro-Democrat, whatever, which is a conclusion. Okay? I don't make those conclusions. That's up to him to make those conclusions. I only make the conclusion that, yes, your government is spying on you, and yes, there are deep state entities in government that seems to have access to this data, and they have control, and I don't know who's controlling them. I don't know. I do not make the next step, which is who's controlling them. Okay? Just to make sure we're understanding each other. Okay? Thank you, Kareem. Just you understand the difference between me and Alex Jones. Yes, there's spying. There's all this. So some of the claims are actually true, and I just don't make the jump. Mostly, I'm trying to justify things based on my understanding of the technology. So no, I don't really. For that, you're from Russia. I'm from Russia. Privyet, Mr. Skelet. Privyet. So I don't go around, and now the government will spy on me now because I said he's talking to a Russian. We're gonna Zucking spy on you now because you're talking to a Russian. Mr. Skelet, now the government will say they're gonna spy on me because I'm Zucking talk to a Russian. So I must be connected to the Russians. From Russia, I am now connected to Russia, so they're going to have an excuse now. They can spy on this guy because he has a foreign connection. That's all they need, a foreign connection. So, if you're asking me if Alex Jones is someone that I watch and follow, not particularly, no. But every time I watched him, the conclusions are similar to mine. Yeah. They're similar. It just, just so happens. But he makes some conclusions about, the state of the economy and this and that just I'm not going to get into because I'm not trying to sell you survivalist gear. So, Alex is great entertainment. Yeah, but if you, this is too much. If you like to, buy survivalist gear, then he has to make you worry about the world is ending kind of thing. So that you buy your MREs from him. Buy MREs and water bottles and such, and bug out bags and wee pills and all that. Yeah, if you're selling that, then you got to sell that concept. He needs to fund the operation somehow. So MREs are delicious. So I'm not funding my thing. Believe it or not, what I do here, I offer for free. I don't really have an agenda. I just want you to use my app, which I don't make money from. I just want you to use my app, and maybe someday it will pay off. I don't really threaten more people than you. I tell you to use my app, Brax.me, and I hope you use my app. And it's awesome if you do, but I'm not. You need to sell to get into the 1%. Yeah, I need to. You should have a sign-up bonus. So it's my app. Nobody's gonna give me a sign-up bonus. Is the CIA spying me? Yes. Weed hat 50s. Yes. Is the NSA spying on you? Yes. You're not anti-LGBT either. That's correct, Cassie. I'm not anti-any. I am not. No, I am not. So, Cassie, you can be LGBT. That's fine. Okay. So, Alex isn't anti-LGBT. I have no idea. Actually, I don't know. But the Power Rangers are the CIA and Zordon is the Illuminati. I'm going to get a flip phone. They probably won't work. Alex needs to support his work somehow. He's not rich. Alex Jones is it? Yeah, Alex Jones is in here. Yes. Of course it is. So Alex wants to kill us, like Jason Bourne. Yeah, for the tips. Why, you want to give me a tip, Monica? Because I'm no longer in the 1%. Back in the 1% days, I could say I don't need a tip. Yes, at least I can say I was in the 1%. I can tell you this, guys. I was in the 1%, and it made me feel successful. It made me feel successful, guys, because it made me feel like if I can be in the 1%, then I must be smart enough to get there. So, of course, I must be stupid enough to lose it, but that's a different story. You, me friend, they making me depressed. I would like to be in the 1%. Well, I was in it. Now I don't know what's worse, to be never be in the 1% or be in it and not be in it now. That's kind of rough, to be in the 1% before and not now. I should be retired by now. But did all the money make you happy? Uh, you know, when I was in the 1%, I spent a lot of time doing service. I gave a lot of service to others. And now I'm not in the 1%. I'm still giving service to you. I hope I'm giving service to you. What I do here is a service. Money only gives you options. Thank you, Monica. What I do here is a service. I'm trying to bring in people to Brax.me, especially some of the scopers who are popular, to bring their people in for the safety of their followers, but no actual monetary benefit to me. I don't get any monetary benefit from people coming to Brax. I actually get my money from corporate sales of Brax. So it actually has nothing to do with my business. It's just interesting that people have found a need for it, and I'm helping out, but it actually is not paid for by that. I service people. So it doesn't get, my app is actually, yes, my app, just Brax.me is sold to corporate people to have private communities, certain of which trying to become the next Alex Jones. Yeah, of course. Of course, that's what it's trying to be. People still do that. Rob does things Alex doesn't do shit than spread his hate. If the world ended today, I can say I was a better person for knowing. Thank you, Richard. That was very nice of you. With her gender, I don't know. Cernovich will never be on Alex's level. Hello, Chief Brian. In cosmetic products has cured something. What? People are having side. I'm kind of going longer here because it's kind of, you know, having fun talking to you guys. It's we are a, yes, we are a. I'm just having fun talking. Do you think Snowden helped Russians with cyber hacking? No. Cernovich exudes ego than his material, it seems. Cerno and Alex, a pair of hyper egotists. Always fun, great information tonight. It's so, yeah, it is like a Friday night, isn't it? Cernovich is a rising star. Was that really Alex Jones on here the other night? He's still here. Help me with my invention, please. Susan writes Zucked. You talk to the political scopers about that one. We're all better. Yes, it's me. There, Alex Jones is Alex Jones. Get on Brax. You have to give us one song. I don't know. It's kind of late now. If I play piano, people will leave. So Susan Dirty Rice. So I'm. I was ready to buy some astringents tonight. Who is Rob's lawyer? Trust me, my lawyers are all Jewish. I am on Gab AI, Rob Braxman. But on the other hand, what do I get on Gab AI? Gab AI is as public as Twitter. So you're better off having Brax.me. I'm on Twitter. I am on Gab AI. I don't use it much, but I can't figure out how it benefits me. If you read the end user license agreements of Gab AI, what does it say? We own everything forever, like Zuckbook. We own everything forever. We're never going to delete forever and ever. It says it on it, so it kind of makes me worried. You love my brain. Give us a tech tip. You mean aside from using a VPN? One good Jewish lawyer is more dangerous than 10 men with guns. No. The problem is they know that. So nowadays, it's Jewish lawyer against Jewish lawyer. All the lawyers are Jewish. It's Zucking, wild out there. It's wild out there. It's like, I'm going to get my Jewish lawyer, and I'm going to get you. And then the other guy says, well, I'm going to get my Jewish lawyer. And so everyone, I've been in so many Zucking lawsuits where everyone is Jewish, not my dad. Everyone, it's like the lawyers in all the Jews in LA decided to become lawyers, aside from a VPN using email-less. Monica, browser isolation. Very important tip. Browser isolation. Do not mix Facebook. If you're still using Facebook, do not mix Facebook with any other app, with any other website. Do not. Use Facebook only for Facebook. Okay? So have many browsers. Somebody asked me earlier, do you recommend using Opera? No, I recommend using everything. You should have many browsers open and use one for a different purpose. So Ron was here early. So at the beginning, you use Chrome for Google things. You use, let's say, Firefox for Facebook things, and you use some other browser for everything else. Don't mix it up. Don't mix it up. Okay? Tor for shopping. Don't mix it up. Yeah, Safari. Safari is actually pretty good for privacy. Brave, Edge. Edge is actually Chrome. So VPN for Android. Yeah, you need a VPN for everything. You need a VPN for everything. And then I told you about using startpage.com. Yes, startpage.com, very important. Startpage.com, very, very important. If you use startpage.com, it's a proxy search engine. It searches Google for you. So they don't know what you're searching, so all the searches occur on startpage.com. So if you're using that in combination with a VPN, you have to use a VPN though. Using startpage.com without a VPN doesn't help you. Here's the reason why. If you're using startpage.com and you click on the link without a VPN, they have you anyway. Okay? So you have to use a VPN with startpage.com. DuckDuckGo is fine. The only problem with DuckDuckGo is the search results may not be as good. It's a little slower as well. So for that reason, use DuckDuckGo if you wish. But I tend to prefer startpage.com nowadays. Startpage is a search engine that uses Google. Monica. Startpage.com is a proxy search engine for Google. So it's actually searching Google. But it's searching for you. Basically, it's like a VPN of search. There's an alien living in your fridge. Like a VPN for your search activities. So you're searching for me. I search for everyone that causes problems. IPVanish is more expensive. People say good things about it. It's double the price of the one I recommend. I recommend the one on my website called PIA. My website, if you want to get the link to the VPN, swipe my screen, go to my website, whatthezuck.net. Whatthezuck.net. And you will see the VPN. I'm seeing in Brax here, I have quite a few chat messages here. Oh my gosh. I have a ton of chat messages here from you guys. I have never heard of a VPN. Have you ever heard of a antivirus? Too late. Thank you. What dizzle? Too late. Have you ever heard of a antivirus? Okay, too late for love. If you've heard of an antivirus, this is the new thing. Egg drop, buddy. Egg drop, my friend. Eggdrop.com, guys. Eggdrop.com. If you want to put some pizzazz on your scopes, go to eggdrop.com. And you can follow him also here on Periscope, so you see what he's all about. Eggdrop.com. You'll see a lot of people with hashtag eggdrop. Go to eggdrop.com. Eggdrop doesn't have a no. Eggdrop, yes, grandson. Yes, grandson. What's it do? It records scopes. It allows you to automatically handle trolls. Kitchen sink day is fun. $40 a year. So go to my website, which is whatthezuck.net, and there's a link to a VPN on there. And they could, ZBI could, but Periscope is made by immigrants. They're not made by U.S. citizens, so you never know. They could. But anyway, you need a VPN just like you need it's essential. There really should be nobody here without a VPN. Anybody here doesn't have a VPN? Then you better go to my website right now and get one, because for $40 a year, come on. Don't put yourself at risk. Exposing who you are in your email. You are Zucking crazy not to have a Zucking VPN. $40 a year. $39.95 a year. Come on, people. Get a Zucking VPN. The one I recommend is very fast. $39.95 covers 5 devices. Sorry, 5 simultaneous devices. Marco needs one. Marco Rubio needs one. Okay, $40 a Zucking year for 5 devices simultaneously. So you can put it on, I use it for unlimited data, and I use it that you can get around 50 megabits per second on it. That's pretty good. You all need one. There's no one on earth that doesn't need one. Marco Rubio needs one. He was shocked to know what a VPN is. I don't care if you're the Zucking watch list. I'd rather be on the Zucking watch list and they don't know what they're watching than be on the Zucking watch list and then they can see everything that you're doing. Zuck. If everyone was on the Zucking VPN, they get to watch everyone. Everyone needs to be on a VPN. I swear I can't wait to get to space. I need a VPN. Everyone needs a VPN. Go to my Zucking website, whatdoeszuck.net. Flip the screen, whatdoeszuck.net. Follow me here. Follow me on Twitter, RobMusic0 on Twitter. I'm Rob Music here on Twitter. I am RobMusic0. So follow me here, follow me on Twitter. I'm talking to you like Rob Braxman here. Follow me here, follow me on Twitter. Follow me here, follow me on Twitter. Who cares if somebody watches me do genealogy? I told you they know what color your underwear is and what size your bra is. If you want them to know that, then sure. Moon over my head, people. Mars, moon, Mars. You missed the skincare tips. The skincare tips, you can listen to Cernovich's skincare tips or you can listen to my skincare tips. My skincare tips is I do Zucking nothing. And I don't know about you, but you know, I don't do anything to my skin. And I'm a Zucking old man. Rachel, how are you doing? But if you you can go to Mucho Católico. If you want to if you want to shave my forehead, if you want to go for real news about skincare, then you go to Cernovich. He will tell you the secret. So McBC, Christina. Hello, Christina. Christina's awake. How are you? Good morning, Christina. I shaved the bottoms of your feet. Hello, Miss Christina. How are you? Remember, the internet is for porn. Is Brax the passcode for 10% off? I'm sure you get some big percentage off with Brax as a password. How do you stop smart TV from spying on us? By unplugging it from the Zucking wall. Unplug it. Meaning, don't assume it's off. Put a power strip, and then turn off the power to the TV from the power strip. That will zap that sucker. Okay, that will zap that, or just don't buy one. So, would you recommend a credit union over a franchise bank? Don't Zucking care about that one. What if you're ZBI and their new tactics to reel in suspects? Well, if I'm telling you things to hide from the Zucking BI, then they're losing the battle. I have tape over my Zucking camera right now. You want to see it? I have tape over my camera. So, except for what I use in Periscope. I usually wrap my TV in foil at night. If you want to buy foil, you buy it from Alex Jones. I missed a submarine notification sound on Brax. Well, now it's a camera click. Who is spying on a CIA or what? All agencies, too late for love. Everyone. The National Zucking Agency does mass surveillance. The CIA does targeted surveillance. So they're all doing it. Facebook spies on you. Google spies on you. Amazon spies on you. The Chinese spies on you on your Zucking IoT devices. Bezos spies on you on Zucking Alexa Echo. John Hanke spies on you on Pokemon Go. What else do you want? Everyone's like he spies on you. And nobody's fucking care about my message. The scope trial, yes, they changed the algorithm a few weeks ago to make sure that I lose visibility. So I used to get 10,000 people watching me a night, and I can't do that anymore. It's it's practically impossible. What is the purpose for all the spying? Zucking control. The purpose of spying is to Zucking get control. Build Faraday cage around property. If you build a Faraday cage around property, they actually sell a anti RF frequency paint. You do that and you don't Zucking get Wi-Fi. So you're zucked. I mean, they zuck you left and right. If you put that kind of paint on your house, you don't Zucking get Wi-Fi, your phone doesn't work. Zuck. Why does the pair algorithm change? So they can promote certain kinds of people. They look at the trending list and they want to make sure certain people don't show up on the trending list, like me. They want to make sure I do not show up on a trending list. They want to make sure I don't become popular. They want to make sure that people who are referred to as verified accounts, those are the ones that they want to be popular. So if you are getting on the list and I am not verified, I will be zucked. I will be zucked. Cable internet for Wi-Fi. So that is why, whatever they did, it's always for some shallow reason. I'll give you an example. This is, since we're in kitchen sink time here. Kitchen sink. I'll give you an example. Periscope decided that they're going to promote all the drone scopes and the 360 scopes and all that. So they did that. So now I did a music scope and I got 40,000 viewers. Okay, it's like, wow, 40,000 viewers. And then I looked at the numbers and it said people stayed, 40,000 viewers, they stayed for 30 seconds apiece. 30 Zucking seconds. Okay? And on a scope like this tonight, people will stay here for 8 Zucking minutes a person on average. Out of the coming on 4,000 people here, it will be close to 8 minutes a person. Now, you can see the numbers may not be 40,000, but in terms of actual hours watched, my hours watched are extremely high for anyone on Periscope. I'm one of the highest watched hours on Periscope. I'm one of the highest, Brie Olson doesn't come close to my numbers. She may get more viewers, but I get more people watching for extended period, meaning they actually stay and listen to me. So that's the difference between me and some of these scopers. Periscope then decided that they don't care about guys like me. Periscope decided that my kind of thing doesn't bring in the large numbers of people. Yeah, you're here for hours. Periscope decided that they didn't want me. I just use resources. I don't bring the big numbers that they want, because they want, they want scopes that have 40,000 people in here, and that they decide will watch for a few seconds. And I think it's a trick to make the numbers fake to Periscope, so that when Twitter looks at it, they say, "Oh, you're growing." Yeah, if the connection didn't cut. But they can say, hey, the app is growing, it's getting more users. So they're not thinking about the fact that people leave. Do you know that the average Periscoper only stays for 3 months? Did you know that the average scoper only stays, the average Periscope viewer only stays for 3 months and they disappear? The reason is all the nonsense. Rather than give them the good content where people love to come back here and listen to, they want to promote the stupid stuff that is only interesting for a while and then nobody wants to watch it again. How many drone scopes do you see before you say, okay, I've seen that, enough? This is the millennial thinking here. Millennial thinking. I would never get featured because they don't have a category for me. What are these agents looking for? They want to control you. They can influence your vote. They can influence you. They can cause crowd behavior by doing fake news and things to a known population of known personas and profiles. They can scare you. They can blackmail you. They can do any number of things that has to do with control. They actually have sophisticated programs for doing this. This is not a joke. The technology for this is much more. You don't even understand that what you see on Twitter and such is being manipulated on both sides. You cannot say this is a Democrat thing or a Republican thing. There's just people with money do it. Okay, people with money control it. So that's what's happening here. Okay, so yes, it's a very, very serious issue. So when you say who's doing that, why do they care? Well, it's always for some reason. And typically the reason is financial or power. Power equals financial as well. When governments decide to push an issue, often it impacts businesses selling arms and weapons and so on. When somebody says, we want to spy on people, it gives money to Google and Facebook and Amazon. Amazon just got a public contract for $600 million from the government. That is the public contract. What do they get in the black budget? You do know that most of the expenditures of billions of expenditures in the National Zucking Agency, in the CIA, billions in the CIA, billions a year, billions in the National Zucking Agency. Do you realize that those purchases are black budget? Therefore, they're not tracked? Who would? What type of people are under the radar? There's no such thing as under the radar. Everyone serves a purpose. Manipulation, a vote. Everyone has a vote. Power is more addictive than cocaine. This is right. This is why this thing about. This is why there's so much hate for Trump. I think, because the establishment, both the left and the right establishment, hate the anti-establishment. So I mean, just making an observation here. I think that's what I observe here. It's like, wow. I mean, both the left and the right are so vehemently against him. It's like you start to wonder, like, wow, why? Because he impacts on their lives in a big way. He impacts on their lives. He impacts on their life. Some of the certain industries would fail on, just like Obama controls her. For example, if you're in the solar industry, you actually made so much money from Obama. Okay, Obama caused certain industries in batteries, solar power, and they lost a lot of money. It went to waste. I mean, it went to select people. They took it home, and then the company failed. And Obama said, "Oh well." The same thing with healthcare system, but we're not going to get into that now. So anytime somebody gets into power, certain powers get money and certain people fail. And when Bush was in power, was the oil companies, that said, okay, Bush will give us money. So it was powerful for oil companies. And then Clinton came about, and Clinton. There's all something. There's always something. There's always something here. So it's shovel ready. Yeah, right. It's your life in danger. Could be, yes. I've seen. This is why this is a toy. This is a toy. Okay, in case you don't know, this is a replica 1911. It does exactly like the real 1911. Exactly. Okay, it has all the parts of real 1911. Okay, it racks like a real 1911. It has magazine like a real 1911. It's an air gun though. It's an air gun. The point is, you can tell me if I know how to use it. Okay, so you tell me if I know how to use it. So if I, so yes, I I do have that as a prop for a reason. Yes, Kim Jong, you're wildin'. That's your favorite prop. Now you have, no, this is my old prop, Christine. Oh, where is it? My sword. My old prop. This is my old prop. This, I started with this on Periscope, and then I became more violent. You're really ignorant. Sure, I'm really ignorant. I'm just making an observation, Cassie. You can disagree. Zucking, one onsa, whatever. Privyet. Downsizing the Fed is best thing to prevent this crap from happening again. You Zucking crazy. Have you killed a man? No, I have not Zucking killed anyone. I shot a lot of ammo though. I've shot a lot of ammo. Okay. I've shot a lot of targets. But no, I don't kill people. But I've shot a lot of targets. Okay, so he ran as a populist. Cassie politics. I'm not. I was just making an observation. You always move to the politics. Are you tired? Why, Christina? Christina's kicking me out. Christina's saying you've been scoping too long. Christina's giving me a hint. Hint. Get out of here. I'm a keyboard warrior. Damn, he can read. No swearing, Sitrap. No swearing. Sitrap. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. I will protect Cassie. I will protect Cassie from attack as well. Everyone is, as long as you're respectful, anyone can give any kind of opinion. You have more stamina. It's just a fun day. It was kind of frustrating. I was working so hard today. I didn't get any sleep. Okay, Sitrap, cool. That's cool. I don't want the people to fight here just because you have disagreements. There are people here on the left and people on the right. I'm not a political scoper. I attract people on both sides. So it's okay on either side that you're on. It's okay with me. There's no problem. Okay, where have you have facts and I have the facts. You have your facts and I have the facts. Whatever, Cassie. My facts are only technical. Your facts are very political. That's your set of facts. I stay away from the political. I only stay on the technical facts. The view is better on the fence. Yeah, the view is better on the fence. I scope about technical facts. I don't claim to be a political expert. I don't claim. I'm not here to claim that I'm an expert in politics. I fucking don't know. Okay. No closing music. It's too late. My family will get upset with me. But I was born in the Philippines. I was born in a dictatorship. When I was born in the Philippines, growing up, Simon Iggy, my good friend. Look at all these important people here. Simon Iggy, McBC. Everyone's been here. I get political when others bring it up. So I was born. I was born in a country that was it wasn't a dictatorship when I was born, but it became a dictatorship. And when you have that kind of repression, I don't want a repeat of that. I don't want a repeat of that. I don't want a repeat of that. That's why I'm an American citizen. I've been an American citizen for longer than many of you have been alive. So you can't really make a claim about me being less American than you are. My wife was born here. My children were born here. And so they killed my friend. You ran into Imelda once. I've ran into Imelda many, many times. Wasn't the shoes dictatorship? Yes. Yes, it was the shoes dictatorship. Yes, Christina. That's exactly it. In fact, she may have bought some of those shoes from our department store. She used to come to our department store, Imelda, and buy some shoes from my mother's department store. So some of those shoes may have come from us. Likely, though, she doesn't do that. We're probably too low class for her. She'd probably go to Paris to get her shoes. She'd probably say, oh, okay, I need new shoes. Let's go fly to Paris to get some. How do I hide from Alex Jones and the NSA? How do I hide from Alex Jones? You start with a VPN. Go to, yeah, she's still in Congress. She's very old now. She's still in Congress. She's in her fucking late 80s. You contributed to the dictatorship. No, they just gave us money for it. They just gave us money. They paid for the shoes. And if you want to make a living, then you say, sure, will you ever run for Congress? Heck, Zucking, no. Corazon Aquino, Corazon Aquino was the one after, yeah. Really. Yeah. Is Tor safe? Yes, Tor safe to a point. Maxine Waters, yes. Maxine Waters says, welcome and embrace me. I'm throwing tomatoes at you for no piano. Yes, you can throw tomatoes at me. You would make a good head of the intelligence committee. Why? Because I'm going to ask them Zucking questions. Do they have technology way beyond what they tell the public? Yes, that's what I'm telling you here. On my scope, I tell you about the technology that goes beyond what you know in public. That's what I do here. Maxime Pavois. That's what I talk about here every Zucking night, about how the scary technology is. It is. Even over there, harvesting data is illegal. Well, they're harvesting data from the Philippines here in the United States. Can Mark Zuckerberg see my dick pics on Facebook? Yes. Yes. Worse yet, they can see your dick pics even if it's not on Facebook. That's your biggest problem. If Maxine wanted to join Braxman, me, I am out. If Maxine wanted to join Braxman, me, she has her own community. We don't need to be in her community. How is that? How is that what? Is in public technology 20 years behind military technology? Yes. But I'm, because of my special ability of gauging technology, I'm a pretty advanced tech guy. Is communicating via emoji secure? Hell, Zucking, no. Why would they be secure? Emojis are just UTC characters, UT8. UT8 characters, standardized. They're just like letters. Each one has a meaning that's already pre-registered. So no, there's nothing hidden about emojis. No, emojis are, you know. I want a career, where to begin? I want a career in tech, where to begin? Where to begin? It depends on what kind of career in tech. MecBC, what you're already in social media, so you can do the social media aspects of tech. Setting up, for example, you can learn to use WordPress, very, very commonly needed technology, stuff like that. Okay, now if you want to be advanced tech, you work at Fort Meade, yes. Learn SAP. Sometimes I feel like we're turning into the movie Idiocracy, Life Imitating Art. Yes, it is. It's a bit like that. It's a bit like it really is kind of, you know. I'm a bit bored by social media. Exactly, Christina. That's why a lot of us are you know, having our own private lives in private social media on Brax.me. Then you could kind of stay away from the fray. Do you own any Jackson Pollocks? I don't know what that is. Nothing boring here. Is Tinder safe? I fucking don't know. I don't use Tinder. Musk. Is Musk safe? I don't know. Artist. What type of advanced weapons do they have? Aside from railguns? The point is the technology for tech is what I worry about. I'm not into the weaponry. I can tell you right now, they're going to be using AI for tech in all different ways. So, of course not, data mighty guy. If you're using that without a VPN, you're like Zuck, like crazy. MecBC, Braxme is the best group encryption. Most of the supposed chatting apps for encryption actually encrypt only two parties securely. Let me repeat that. Most of the apps that do what are so-called end-to-end encryption, such as WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, Wicker, on and on and on, they only do two-person end-to-end encryption. Braxme is the only one that does secure group encryption, end to end, and that makes it super duper amazing because you can have a group discussion, and no one can see your discussion. So I think I left my gate open. Can you check my CC? I'll after you check my scope, I'll check it out and see if your dog is inside a house, Simon. After my scope, I'll check you out and I'll hack into your computer and leave a message. I'll hack into your computer and leave a message. Okay, you're welcome, Simon. Keystroke loggers bypass all encryption. That is correct, because if you can see what's on the screen, then what are more dangerous with gun or a keyboard? I have to give Vegas the money line. What are you more dangerous with, a gun or a keyboard? Keyboard. The piece. The piece. Oh my gosh! Did it cost them what they have now? The Bill Gates of Periscope. Bill Gates featured my software in a keynote speech in 1992. I did electronic health record software using wireless pen computing, which is now the precursor of the iPad, and we were demonstrating this in 1992, way before iPads. And he was demonstrating that, keeping the peace. So is the gun is fake, the keyboard is real. Is there a video? No, I didn't keep a video. Do you do open seminars? No, but I talk. Which email service is safer? None. If I join Braxme, will talk to me. Yes, MacBC, of course. Christina. Anyone, I'm accessible in Brax to everyone. Now I can't always respond quickly, depending on my backlog. But everyone's in Brax. Everyone, none use Zuck. Everyone's in Brax. Can we make that a group? Everyone is. Oh my gosh, Pete Johnless is here. John is here. Michael Cernovich needs to. Who cares about Cernovich? Cernovich is not welcome on Zucking Brax. He will have to pass through me before he can get to Brax. He comes into Brax, I may say, I may have to cancel your Zucking account. Are nudes safe in Brax? Yes, they are safe in Brax, but privately only. You're not allowed to show nude things in public areas. You can do it in private areas because nobody can see that. CERN is Zucking out. What antivirus? Windows Defender. Make him kiss your ring. It depends on how close the NSA is to his door. 3 hour years away from automated cars. RoboCop with quantum chip. You should worry in the next 10 years what's going to happen. Cernovich was on. Cernovich was on many times today, yes. Doing skincare. That's why my title. My title is a anti-Cernovich title, skincare. Yes. My title is anti-Cernovich, pro-closer, anti-Illuminati. Here you go. I was on it. Okay? So in case you were wondering, my gosh, the same people are still here since I began the scope hours ago. Oh my gosh. We're going crazy with the kitchen sink here. This is so much entertainment. He was walking his dog Julius. First time driverless car hits pedestrian. We're like best friends. We're like Zucking. This is like Zucking kitchen sink stuff discussion here. We've talked about everything. What time did you start the scope? Oh, a long time ago. It's been. I started at 8. People have been nonstop here. The numbers haven't gone down, so like everyone's still going. It's like the numbers haven't gone down; they're like constant. So it's like so it's kind of another suicide car. One scope he did walk around, wanted to promote scoping product, was afraid he would block me. I need to get up later. Okay, Simon Iggy, my good friend. Follow Simon Iggy, my friend. Your numbers are up today. No, I'm not. My numbers aren't up today. I'm just here longer. Why Periscope? Because I felt like I can have interaction. If I did this on YouTube, I don't get the interaction. So Periscope became my choice because of the interaction. You know what's good for the skin and aging? Yes, Cernovich. I thought I was in a parallel universe with all the skincare scopes. YouTube Live is picking up. All right, I'm out. Enjoy, definitely a follow. Thank you, the sit rep. Thank you. Thank you. So John, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. You don't like my kind of scopes. My kind of scope scares you. You only like happy scopes. Can they steal info off your cell phone? Yes, they can. They do steal info off your cell phone. Audience assists with content on Perry, more relevance. Yes. John Jacob G. CERN is CERN, no, not CERN. CERN, no, is an insecure egomaniac. Okay. Simon Iggy following you. Simon Iggy is following me, and I'm following Simon Iggy. Like the company. This is a fun group. I'm telling you. And this is the same people we have on Brax.me. And we talk all the time. It's now 8:23 in Hawaii. I love Alex. Yes, Alex hates this. Alex doesn't like me talking about. He doesn't like anonymous. He sees the anonymous mask and he hates that. He hates that. Alex hates that. Cernovich or CERN Laboratory. Yeah. Don't say CERN. Say CERNO. We're gonna get confused with CERN. CERN. It's Cernovich. Okay, MacBC. My sister's back in they lived in India for a few years, but they're back in Singapore again. I haven't heard from that boy in a while. You mean Alexson? Alex has been. I see him on. You have to watch him on his Ron Waxman scopes. Ron Waxman. That's the only time you'll see him. So, anyway, so we have been up so. Oh my gosh! I can't believe how long. No more words. It's double tap time. Drop by when you visit them. I'm telling you, Rob, you need a bug out land location. It's worth it. I have a bug out boat. What more do I need? Bug out boat. You know, zombies can't hit you if you anchor in the middle of the harbor. The zombies can't hit you in the middle of the harbor. You're not even far from shore. Just hang out in the harbor, anchor in there, and bring out your gun, and zombies can't get you. What the zuck? You have a seed depository. So, it's easy. That's ship sails at midnight, 25 million hearts. 25 million hearts, big deal. Who cares about hearts nowadays? This is a marathon scope, maybe a record. Not really. No, I've had longer ones, but it's pretty long. Head out to sea when there's a tsunami. I live on a Zucking hill, so I'm not going to be hit by. I'm by the ocean, but I'm not going to get hit by Zucking tsunami because I'm on a hill here. Alex Pettit does, or does he? They must not watch when they capsize boat on Walking Dead. They must not. When they capsize boat, save the boat. You didn't watch Fear the Walking Dead? I guess not. Ocean is dangerous, land is more stable. Not when there's zombies. Do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. Yes. Too late for love? Yes. Yes. La Conchita. Floating dead, not walking. Floating dead. Oh, you too. Okay. So the zombies walk the bottom of the sea. What do they do? Walk underneath the ground and then climb up? Zombies can swim? Depends on the show. Do you still play piano at your parish? That is not my parish. That is a church I rent. I play music at a church that I rent. I don't play music at my own parish. I just rent the space that they climb the anchor. Oh my God, they climb the anchor. I was supposed to be broadcasting music tonight, but I didn't have a bass player. Did you have a high security clearance? No, I did not. I did not work for the government. I did work for a company that had a government contract, but I myself did not. Well, I've done some stuff with some short-term stuff with let's see, NASA, Fannie Mae, and my company did extensive work with the Social Security Administration. So not Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. So yes, so I've worked on government contracts, but that's not usually my deal. When I was young, we were working on private companies, I was a consultant. So, hello. The Nazi is what? We'll ask Susan Rice. He's back. I'm following you now. Too late for love. It's not too late to follow me. Thank you. It is not too late to follow me. But you can follow me also on Twitter, RobMusic0. Follow me on Twitter, RobMusic0. And I said to you guys, for some reason you're a bit boring tonight. Annoying turd. Nazi assailed in the house. For some reason, I'm boring tonight. Sure. Follow Rob on Zuckbook. If you can find me. Follow me on Zuckbook if you can find me. Do you have an everyday carry? No, you're not allowed to carry in Los Angeles. There is no carry here. So, but I can carry one on scope. I can carry one on scope even though it's a Zucking toy. Okay? I can carry, okay, avert your ears now. Ears. Ears. We're gonna do we're gonna do a double tap. Cover your ears. Double tap, guys. Okay? Double tap. That's called blowback. Trigger discipline. Yes. They say I have to do the Mozambique maneuver, which is 3. Double tap and one more. That's the Mozambique maneuver. Or Mozambique whatever. Whatever the Mozambique thing is. Double tap plus 1. In LA, you're getting shot of your carry. Yes. Lalavon. Oh my gosh, Bill. Happy Bunny. Does that shoot pellets? Yes, it shoots airsoft. Yes. LA prepared. I didn't know in LA you can't carry. You cannot carry in LA. Yes, correct. No carrying in Zucking LA. The best closer. Oh my gosh. My gosh. And the best closer. My closer is here and it's in my title. It's in my title. There is my closer. My closer is here. And it was like, so I was just welcoming you back. I was telling people how important it was to see you here on Periscope again. And I was spreading the good news about you and telling them how you are now the campaign manager of a major candidate in a major state. So he's going to announce that soon, but that is awesome news. So the best closer is now in politics, and he Bam followed. And the best closer, Mike, is not going to be scoping so much for himself now, as he said, because he's going to be scoping in relation to a candidate. But I made the friend with my closer, and he's a one that talks to me. Yes, he is taking donations. He and I talk pretty much almost daily on Braxman, and I'm glad to welcome him to the Brax community. He's very, very welcome, very, very welcome. So awesome to have Mike here, and as usual, Mike, we got people who are, some of your haters were here too earlier. They saw the title, Mike. Mike, they saw the title, and a couple of your haters were here. I'm gonna have to remember the names, but there were a couple of haters here. Yes, they saw the title and they said, "Okay, time to go speak badly about you." So I said, "You're welcome to set up your own room on Brax." Do you need premises license to own a pistol in LA? No, but you need some registration here. Yeah, gun laws in California are very, very strict. For example, this is a 1911 replica right here. Okay, you cannot just buy. Some of you might say, "Oh, I want a Kimber 1911." Well, unfortunately, you can't buy whatever you want to buy, like a Kimber 1911 in LA, because it has to be certified for safety. So you can only buy certain brands. So you can't buy like a Glock Gen 4, not available. How many rounds can you have? 10. Of course, a 1911 only has 8. Or a 9mm 1911 only has 9. So SIG you can't buy. You can buy in LA. No, only limited kind of SIGs, limited kinds. It's very limited. Flatfish tuna, not as strict as the UK though. Not as strict as the UK. Desert Eagle on Brax. Quote of the day: I leak nothing to nobody. Can you buy a gun anywhere in LA with no credit check for $5? No. So anybody can walk in the store and purchase a handgun in California? No. They do a 10-day waiting period. 10-day waiting period. ARs are now banned in California. ARs are now banned. You can't get a Gen 4 in California, no. ARs are now banned in California. So if you don't have one before December 31st, you're zocked. Bye-bye AR. So yeah. So you're going to have to go get something else, like an AR, but not an AR, because they don't like the looks of the AR. Show your boobs. If you buy a gun in Mexico, you can bring it here. You can't buy an AR. You can't bring a AR you bought in Arizona and move it to California. You're going to go to Zucking jail. It is now illegal to even bring ammo. Unless you say you bought it privately prior. No, they have proof. If you get caught crossing the border bringing an AR, you're zocked. And you don't have a Zucking receipt that proves your purchase and a record. No, you're zocked. You're zocked. Young since California, and then ammo. They're starting ammunition registration. So hey, my closer, you live in a state with I'm sure freedom of gun purchase, right? You're in a gun-friendly state, I'm sure, correct? If I think I know where you are, but you are in a gun-friendly state. Dining Happy's here. Dining Happy, the purchase yes, but not concealed carry. Okay. Dining Happy. I mean, I don't know what your idea of reading a Brax message is. I left your message. You didn't respond back. You said you read it, but you didn't respond. Dining Happy, what's up? You did not respond to my note. What is the point of leaving you a note if you don't answer? That's funny, Jackie. Okay, I've been inundated. You've been inundated. I was in LA glass house with a Mexi that used a gun to kill 5 randoms and brag daily about it. Guillem, I'll respond. Okay, yes, so busy. Yes, you're so popular now, Jackie. So yeah, so popular. What do you know about Area 51? I looked at it on Google Earth. I actually checked out. Louie's back. I actually checked it out on Google Area 51. Funny. I actually checked it on Google Earth, and they actually have a website that shows it on Google Earth before and over the like a 20-year period. So it was kind of interesting. Find it on Google Earth. I'll go respond now. Okay. Be right back. Can you repeat your question to me? I missed it. Are you a singer? No, I play piano. My brother-in-law used to work at 51. Really? Really? Yes. Luby again. Luby wants to come back only if she thinks I'm playing piano, but then I'm not. So Luby will leave now. So what does that look like? Can we go to a strip club this weekend and scope? Is there a law against that? Yeah, Periscope will probably say, Zuck, no. They'll probably ban you. Are you famous? Not really, but I'm on CBS. I'm a regular on CBS Radio. So temp ban. I am. I want to jump in and thank you for all your best closer. Best closer. We let's have a like you said a discussion offline, and I'll give you continuous advice, and so it's easier to go back and forth. Because I want to make sure I can help you out in the best way I can, okay? Because that's what yes, we'll do that. We'll do that. Turn on your VPN when you talk in Skype. Turn on your Zucking VPN, because they're listening to that, okay? You'll know that when I'm talking to you on Skype, I'm on VPN. You got it. Learn how to use a VPN. You gotta. Don't assume that Skype is Skype. You know, got it. There you go. Turn on your VPN so they, get them a little bit confused. I don't use my real name on Skype, and then I turn on my VPN. That should. I very rarely I use it for very controlled purposes. Skype is bad. Yes. What if VPN sell your data secretly? The company that I recommend already has been in court several times. If they were selling the data secretly, they would have been caught by now. So for that reason, I trust them. And anonymous people trust them, so I think they're if harvesting statistic is illegal, then why? Do they keep logs? No logs. In court. They've been brought to court. They've been brought to court even in Russia, and they had no logs. No. Different countries. They actually was in the news because they rejected the request. Said they don't have the data. So anyone that the VPN, a VPN is what you need. You need a VPN. Virtual private network. It hides your IP address. Everyone needs that. Good VPN don't keep logs, so can't say. Just because others trust doesn't mean you can trust. This was PIA was recommended to me by Anonymous. Do you like egg salad? Yes, I like eggs in general. I'm getting in the car and we'll lose the show for a bit. Okay, best closer, Mike. I'm gonna end my scope pretty much here. So, thank you for supporting my friend. Thank you. What if they found backdoors and using court hearings to distract them? You don't rely on one layer of security. You rely on multiple. Use HTTPS. Use apps like Braxman. Use startpage.com. Use browser isolation. Use the Tor browser. On and on and on. Don't rely on one piece. Okay? Don't rely on one piece. Okay, so thank you for coming, guys. What if they get to science court? If they don't have data, they don't have data. They think like an onion. Windows 95 and your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Thank you guys for showing up. If anything, this long scope at least got me some numbers. So if anything, it's kind of frustrating not to get some numbers, but once in a while to get the numbers. Tomorrow I'll get no numbers again, so who cares, right? So I'm look at you guys. I mean, you stayed for like long periods of time. It's like amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see if I can do a demo tomorrow and work on Periscope Producer. Okay? So, okay. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.